It's like the Dolby Digital sound. I could make it like Weird Al when he had Al TV. Oh, that was a real armpit fart. Oh, I wish you guys could have seen that. Oh, man. Too bad the cameras weren't on. Crystal, the cameras weren't on. That wasn't a butt fart. Stop it. Stop it. That wasn't a butt fart. That wasn't.
Does it make you sad that I didn't even hear that? I don't know what you're talking about.
It was the greatest armpit fart ever. Terry heard it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to RFS Hangout night. Now, with intrusiveness, we have this one, we have that one, we have that one there. You can see Crystal's arm.
Hold on, I need to go lint roll me because Topo came in late on me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and my black shirt is now white.
Right. All right, let's go back to Dan. Hello, everybody. We got lots of stuff to eat. All right, what is everybody doing? Hi. Hi, Dan. Hi, Greg. Are you guys driving back in the car from the awesome hockey game? Oh. This was Crystal's idea to go live. She's like, we should go live for a little bit today. So here we are with no plan or agenda, which is perfect. And we're going to hang out for just a little bit. Just a little bit. Little bit. I can barely hear you. I can't hear you at all. Is this thing on? Is this thing bong? Okay.
I just got a notification Dan's live.
Did you get a notification I'm live? Perfect.
I just got a notification.
All right, beautiful. Beautiful. That's better. Doris says, have you seen my volume around?
We gotta feed cats.
Oh yeah, we can feed cats. Boom, boom. Everybody excited we're live. Crystal will come and hang out with us in a minute. Shong. Wait, no, wait. Whoa, no, whoa. Extreme close up. Oh wait, back up now. Yes, we're gonna have to feed the cats soon. They're gonna want some cats. Their dishes are down there. Yes. How are we? We're okay. We're okay. We'll get to it here in just a second. Do we need this light? Oh, we did not need that.
It's probably better in the dark.
Yeah, I know. That's where I met you, actually. I don't know if that's true or not. It's the Yes and show. Here's Crystal.
Where's the camera? There.
Right here. Hey! YouTube says now's a good time for an ad break.
Oh, well, we'll be right back.
We'll stay right here. You can go sit on the couch.
Can you make the chat there bigger?
Yeah, unless you want to go sit on the couch. Are you going to feed the cats right now? Is that why?
I probably should.
Okay.
Oh, right before we went live, I put away the floor Swiffers and I smashed my nail because it's been too long since I've cut my nails. And it destroyed my nail.
Oh. Go sit on the couch for a minute then. Go sit by the mic, and then you can see the.
By the mic and not the camera. I appreciate it.
Well, yeah, because you have a face for radio. Let's.
Thanks, Dan.
Well, they're TV looking. You can see over
Spoken
here.
with real love over
the
here.
The chat's huge over there. So you can go over there and chat.
Except I can only see like 5 chats at a time.
Yes.
Oh, it's staticky over here, Dan.
Because we live in static land. I'm building something for that. It's got like 30 more. It's got 33 more minutes. 33 more minutes.
That's for static?
Yes.
For me to throw at you every time I get zapped? Because I can see what it is, and I don't know how that's going to help.
I don't know either. We'll find out together.
All right. Sounds good.
Yes.
Am I loud enough?
You're loud enough because I can just turn it up louder. That's
There you
all.
go.
That's all. Huzzah. There you go. You can see everybody there on the screen here. Do you need a mouse?
Does that works and I can control stuff here?
In theory it does.
Brittany says I see my pizza.
Oh yeah, it's over there in the corner.
Oh, good. There we go.
There you go.
I see lots of people asking how I'm feeling. I am now doing well. It's been a rough week. I spent a lot of time right here on the couch, just laying here, mostly with Stripers as he recovers as well. Cyber Husky, no, Dan forgot to get me breakfast tamales, but he promises tomorrow. We'll see.
Aww.
You like how I just take a shot at you?
You just did take a shot at me. I have it all ready to get you tamales when you're ready for tamales.
I hope so. Tomorrow will be good, and then I don't have to make breakfast. Yeah, so I don't really know what happened with the surgery. I only saw my doctor for about 2 minutes. 20 minutes after the surgery was supposed to start, so that's reassuring that she was late.
It was a better experience, not like when we got there.
It was at the surgical center, not the hospital, so it was like the team that always works together, and you could tell. They were all like in sync with each other, and everybody knew what they had to do. There was no confusion about where's this and what do I do with that. So that was reassuring, and I did tell them, like, wow, you guys are like really efficient here. And he's like, yeah, we work together all the time.
For those of you that weren't here before, we had a surgery scheduled, and then they weren't able to do it.
Yeah, after they already knocked me out, then like I woke up and I said, are we ready to go? And they said no.
We don't have the tools.
Yeah, they had moved it from the surgical center to the hospital and did not bring the appropriate tools that they needed to excavate, I guess. So yeah, there was no lack of efficacy this time around. No, it was good. Yeah, so the doctor showed up for like 2 minutes, she's not my favorite doctor. We've talked about this. We will be moving on once I get test results, which, by the way, are scheduled for the 4th. Next Tuesday, I will go meet with her and see what they found. But I don't really know what happened and how it went, because she wasn't there afterwards.
I do know that they weren't able to do one of the important tests. And in fact, I didn't bring it up until now, but it was one of the tests that was actually for the machine for the machine and the parts or the tools they didn't have.
Oh, that's even
if you think about it,
better.
because they weren't able to do this one test that they were supposed to do because there was nothing left to test. But yeah, that's what the tools that needed to be done was for that test that they couldn't do. But
Awesome.
They didn't know until they were under the hood.
It's weird seeing daylight on the stream for some reason. That's hitting me as odd today, even though I know logically you're 2 hours behind me.
I know, right?
Yeah, does it make you feel any better that, what is it, like 60-something degrees? It is warm in here, and you know I'm always cold.
It's 68 right now.
68. It is warm. Windows are open. Today is the first day I don't feel groggy from the medicine, and they tell you, like 24 hours you can't drive, and, like, 48 hours, like, chill out. I went to work finally yesterday, mostly out of guilt, and couldn't make it through the day. I wasn't really in pain. I was just uncomfortable and like kind of out of it. So today's the first day that I feel like back to myself, I guess. We got a couple super chats here. One from Brittany with the cheek squishing Inu. Thank you, Brittany. Appreciate you. And one from Diana Lee. Thank you.
Striper's one got some teeth pulled.
He got all the teeth pulled. He seems to be doing okay. He did get some pain meds today. He hasn't really been making too much noise, so I don't think we've really been live since his surgery.
Thank you for the super chats and supporting the channel.
Thank you. Thanks everybody for showing up. I don't know how many people are here. It was kind of impromptu.
Right now there's 70 people here.
Nice. Hi guys. Missed you guys.
Yeah. We did miss you guys. I didn't know when we would be live again. This was Crystal's idea. She's like, we should go live for a little bit.
Yeah, because I don't think we're doing anything next weekend either, because Friday I'm going to a concert.
I'll be around. I'll be here.
You can do whatever you want,
Yeah,
but Friday I'm taking more time off of work. We're just going to tell them there's a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
And
what are you going to go see?
We're going to see Goldfinger, Mad Caddies, Slick Shoes, and why can't I remember the fourth band? The Ataris.
There was all kinds of stuff. Crystal's brother came out. All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Happened.
Okay. So
back to.
So Stripers went and had all of his teeth pulled the Monday before my surgery. The second day after his teeth were pulled, he washed his whole face. Like, he had, like, some drooliness and crustiness around his mouth, and he washed his whole face, so we knew he was feeling a bit better to be able to do that, because he was at the end of the steroid cycle, so he was already in pain.
Right. So no more steroids, hopefully.
Yeah,
getting rid of all the
the goal.
teeth should suppress the immune system issue that we were having.
He did a round of antibiotics, and they gave us some, like, opioids.
Is he there with you or not?
He's on his bed over here.
Oh, that's right. Duh, I just zoomed in.
You did. They gave him, like, opioids, which I don't like to...
I'm blowing opioids.
Give him those. The first time we gave it to him, like, I did not like how he acted, so I had told the doctor that, and she's like, that's weird, because it's a low dose, but just give him half. And we still had some from before, so we didn't have to get a new one. Huh?
The BB.
Oh, yeah, yes.
We talked about it.
I posted about it. I posted it on Facebook and Instagram. While they were in there and they pulled all his teeth, they found a BB lodged, like, first they said in his mouth and gum area, then they told me it was like his lip, like on the side. So somebody had shot my poor boy in the face with a BB.
Brittany said, so very mad at whoever put a BB in that sweet baby's face. That's LA living. That's what happens out in LA. Sometimes you catch a stray, You know?
It's brutal.
It's hard out here for drive-bys.
John, don't worry. Almost nobody I work with is capable of working YouTube to be able to watch this. One guy is my age, and one time, like way back when I first started there, he tuned into the baking show one time because my mom told him about it. Like, I don't really tell everybody about it. People know I have a YouTube channel. My old man likes to tell random people that I have a television show on the internet. But yeah, no, they don't know how to work computers and phones. My boss, not the old man, the other boss, only got a smartphone because like that was the only option. When he upgraded, he couldn't get a flip phone anymore. But yeah, so Striper's had a BB pulled out somewhere around here. She's like, I'll save the BB for you. And then she gave me the BB and all of the teeth they pulled, and he had roots that were still showing. I'm guessing from teeth that had fallen out, because it's the same vet that did the surgery last time, and I don't imagine she would have left the roots. So that could have been causing him pain. They did say where they had pulled teeth before in the back, he didn't seem to have any like redness or swelling or anything like that. So that had helped. So all he had were like canines forward, and those are now all gone. So he did a round of antibiotics. He had the opiates for a couple of days. And then he's been on gabapentin, although we stopped that like a week ago, I guess. Not quite that long ago. Yeah, maybe, because it's Saturday? Today I gave him more, though, because last night he was on the couch, and I think he yawned. I wasn't near him, but he howled a little bit, and then when he ate his lunch today, he howled, so I brought him some gabapentin and had him finish his food. Shannon, yeah, I cried when the vet told me that he had a BB in his mouth. People are terrible.
Oh, sorry.
Hila the Husky with a member super chat. Thank you so much, friend.
Hila.
She finally got a silicone match.
Enjoy never
Yay.
burning your items again.
Oh, it's the best. It's so great. You'll love
is.
it. Even like if you guys don't want to shell out the money for a Silpat, no big deal. I have Amazon brand ones and various other off-brand ones. They work just as well.
And we use them a lot. And
yes.
I want to say crystals should replace them every year.
Yeah,
but
about once a year they start to get, because you're not supposed to wash them with soap because it can wear it down. So you just kind of get. I can't not wash with soap. I have to use a little bit.
You bake higher than average.
Yes.
So
baking about once a week or so. About once a year, you should replace them for sure.
I don't know if you addressed FVAN's question. So I'm confused. Do the surgery that needed to happen, or are there more surgery appointments to schedule soon? I can answer that since Crystal was.
What was supposed to happen was a LEAP procedure. I don't know what that stands for, but it's let's go. I don't know what LEAP encompasses, but it was a cervical conization, which is where they take like a cone-shaped sample out of my cervix, which they had already done 2 years ago, and apparently that doctor took like almost everything, so they weren't sure how much of a sample they'd be able to get off of that.
31 flavors. You get that little pink spoon, you get a little sample.
Yes.
Yes. They wanted another sample this time.
They were doing a hysteroscopy, which I believe is the camera in there to see like what's going on, and they were doing an endometrial biopsy where they take samples out of my uterus. Basically, this whole surgery was to find out if there's cancer so that I can be cut open to have the giant grapefruit-sized fibroid that is on the outside of my uterus removed and the golf ball-sized one that's on my cervix removed.
And the problem was that LEAP surgery was to check for the cancer. That was specifically that surgery, that part of it was to run for cancer. Okay. What she said when she told me on the phone, in the mall, in the bathroom, when I was in the bathroom, I walk into the mall, into the bathroom, pants down, she calls, is that hopefully whatever they took, they're going to be able to test. But that
whatever they took, they'll test, yeah, but I don't know what they got.
Part was the part, when I Google it, is to test for cancer. On that, like that. So
right.
So
but it was 3 different things. It was endometrial, cervical, and then the camera going in there. Which they gave me pictures, and even when the nurse afterwards gave it to me, she's like, "They kind of look like Mars," and I was like, "It's just circles of like fleshy bits."
It was it was really loud in the mall, and the doctor has a heavy accent. But it sounded like almost like you need to have the hysterectomy, and then they have to go and test it because they're like afterwards. So
I don't know what's going to happen, because she had told me if they found any signs of cancer, I have to go to an oncologist. And then she was like doomsday, and then you have to have chemotherapy and radiation. And I was just like, whoa, can we not cross that bridge yet. Like,
Yeah,
we're not ready to talk about that yet.
If you were to make a wish, who would it be?
Right.
Like, it's like, whoa,
she was going down the whole road of like what life's gonna be like when you have cancer, and I was just like, I'm not ready.
She was just doctor nerding out instead of like, yo.
Pretty much. And when I had the same thing done 2 years ago, the doctor, you know, they mentioned that they're going to test for cancer, but she didn't tell me any of that, although that doctor really sucked too. But when they did, so I had the same cervical conization done 2 years ago because they did a pap test, found abnormal cells. They did a colposcopy and found precancerous cells. That's where they just take samples from the cervix, like while I'm awake, which is horribly uncomfortable. And then I had the LEAP procedure done where they like went further and took the cone shape out and tested it, and they found no cancerous cells, not even the precancerous cells that they found with the colposcopy. So I don't really know what the deal was, but I don't know how much I trust that doctor anyway for various reasons, and the fact that I came in and got my results and she was like, and I'm closing my practice, bye, here's all your records, we're done with you. So I don't know how head in the game she was.
They just gotta stop taking bits out of you. You're clearing out too much room.
At this point, take everything, like, and that's what we're going for. And because they found the giant tumor, they're pretty much like, yeah, you're a good candidate. Like, it shouldn't be an issue. It's just figuring out who's going to do the surgery. Which I can tell you right now, if I have anything to say about it, it is not going to be the doctor that did this surgery, because I am just not very pleased with my interactions with her. If there's cancer, I go to a different doctor anyway. If there's not, I'll probably make an appointment with my doctor out here. I should probably do that this week anyway, to tell her what happened and why I don't like that doctor, and can I please have a referral to anybody else at this point. Like, send me to a man. I don't care.
Also, the most saddest part of all of it is when they give Crystal the fun drugs. Like, they did it as she was going out the door. And
So you didn't get to hear my crazy talk?
Goodbye. And I was like, enjoy saying all the crazy stuff, and I don't get to hear it. And they said,
apparently I was begging for smooches and telling Dan he kisses like a grandma.
Oh, she was saying all kinds of crazy stuff the last time. This time, though, you were off with the fun drugs, and I didn't get to see any of the fun reactions. Although the doctor people said that, like, oh, it happens all the time.
Oh, I'm sure. Absolutely. Toby asking, is there an option to have it all taken out? Yes, and that's what we're working towards. As soon as...
Yes.
In August of last year, I had an ultrasound done, and they found the fibroid tumors. The doctor that I see out here locally told me, like, chances are it's not cancerous. Like, almost all the time, fibroid tumors are not cancerous. But they have to check and see.
Yes.
So the only reason we're going through all of this and the surgery that I had on Monday is to find out if there's cancer. If there is, I go to an oncologist, because apparently if there's cancer, you can't just like open it up and take things out, or cancer starts flying everywhere.
Just starts spreading like crazy.
And that's like a legit risk. So you have to have a cancer surgeon, basically, like somebody who knows how to deal with cancer being present, to do the surgery so it does not spread.
Yes.
If there's no cancer, then we just move on, and I figure out who to see to get this all removed.
We just need to figure out if they need to cut the red wire or the blue wire.
Yes.
First on the bottom.
I do also want a second opinion, because although I know that the fibroid tumor is very large, and they weren't able to test that because that's on the outside of the top of my uterus, so they have to open me up to get to that. So they won't know until they take it out what's going on in there with that. But people had mentioned, like, are you sure you can't just have it done laparoscopically? Because this doctor keeps saying you have an abnormally large uterus. Well, I had an ultrasound, and I know the size, like the actual measurements of it, and I looked it up, and it's not abnormally large. But I swear, Dan, every time I see this woman, she starts poking around under my belly button, and she's like, oh, you have a really large uterus. Like, she really likes to point that out every time I see her. It's really weird. But if they could do it laparoscopically and not cut me wide open, that would be ideal. But I don't know that that's an option because of the giant tumor that's on the outside of my uterus. But if they could just, like, King Tut stick the stick up there and pull it all out, I'd be okay with that.
I don't know if we get to keep it or not. Okay, so we're at the point now. So the Crystal came home Monday, chilled out all week long.
I immediately crashed on the couch on Monday. I slept a lot on Tuesday also.
Yeah, you were out for a couple of days. You were out. So you crashed. You pretty much were there pretty much the whole week, like you should be.
Yes.
And then now it's now. And now Crystal feels better. And now the cat's just climbing
on the screen. Sorry, I had to open it and get some air in here. Hila the Husky with the super chat. Thank you so much, friend. She says, I love you, Crystal. Aw, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all, like, waiting and being patient of, like, no shows.
Yes.
I mean, we put on some, like, you know, we've done a lot of shows.
You did, like, 9 hours the weekend before or something.
And I'm always live, and I'll continue to be live, even when you go to concerts, so I'll continue to be live.
Fair enough.
Okay, so...
Sam, no video of me being loopy.
No.
They literally, like, I had the IV in, they shot the like the first step of like help you relax, not the actual knock you out stuff.
And they were already taking it over.
And I was being wheeled down the hallway, and Dan went halfway down the hallway and then had to go out into the lobby, and I went down the rest. In case
you said anything. I was like, I don't get to like hear or say anything fun. He said, oh, well, you can walk with me all the way down the hallway. Sam, the first time where she said all this stuff half was inappropriate out loud, caught me off guard. It was the first time we were there that they gave her stuff, and then they left her in the room they left us in the room for like 40 minutes. That's when she said all the crazy stuff and fell asleep.
And what's funny is my recollection is the anesthesiologist was to my left. He said, I'm going to give you something to help you relax. And I said, okay. And he said it might take a minute to kick in. And I'm like, whatever. And he puts it in, and I'm like, all right. And I was looking to the left at him. I turned my head straight, and I said, oh, there it is. And as far as I was concerned, until Dan told me otherwise, like on the way home, my head then tilted to the left again, and I went to sleep. And the next thing I remember is I opened my eyes, and the doctor and the other lady in charge of like the surgery area were standing next to my bed. That is all I remember until Dan told me that I apparently talked for like 40 minutes or something.
Oh yeah, grandma kisses and
a bunch of like Dan telling me to shut up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
John thinks that you should go to the gynecologist and have the doctor check you out, because if she starts telling you have an oversized uterus, it's definitely time for a new doctor. I don't want to see that woman again.
Who said that?
John.
I
did see it. I want to point it out. Cyber Husky said, I'm so proud that you're comfortable talking about the procedure and using the big words. This can help so many people here by discussing it. Absolutely, and that is why I'm discussing it. I don't want to tell you guys all about my cervix and my uterus. Like, who wants to talk about that? But, like, this should be talked about. Like, everybody should know. Women, people with uteruses and cervixes, please go to the doctor and have them checked. I think if there's no like abnormal tests, once a year is fine. Although I was reading a thread on Reddit the other day where in other countries you go like maybe every 5 or 10 years unless there's anything going on. But I was told I should go every 6 months. But the first one I went after the first surgery, by the time I finally got into another doctor a year and a half later, there were abnormal results again. So that's what set this all off. So yeah, absolutely, like, please like talk about this and make sure people know like this is normalized. Don't hide it. Like, I'm not trying to bring anybody down. Like, this is just the reality of what's happening, and go get your bits checked. Men too, like, make sure you feel around and see if there's any weird lumps, because that's not normal.
Every day, I check every day.
I know you do. I have had like serious and not embarrassing conversations with Blake about like, hey, you're like checking your stuff, right? And like making sure you're good, because ever since he was little, I was always just real open with him about like body functions and stuff, and like these are the things that happen to your body. So times when he brings it up, or he and I, he talks to me about how he talks to his girlfriend about stuff like this, and I make sure he checks his bits, and like make sure you're comfortable with your kids, and like don't let it be an awkward thing where they're embarrassed and don't want to talk about it and don't go to the gynecologist until they're 40 like me. Like, just make it normal. Like, you wouldn't think it was abnormal to take your kid to the eye doctor? Like, check the other bits that you don't have to see all the time too.
Which I don't.
I hate you.
I tried to say that too quietly.
Terry agreeing, check your bits and pieces. Absolutely.
Okay, so now we're in the wait period. We're waiting just for some results back of some good or bad news. So that's not anxiety driven.
Yeah, absolutely. So I will go to work this week. I will leave early. I will go to another concert, because that's all I need in my life. And that'll help distract me until Tuesday afternoon. I will go down there. So I'll leave work early again Tuesday, and we'll head down to Santa Clarita, like 45 minutes away, and meet with the doctor I don't care for, and hopefully she tells me everything's fine, and I will say, okay, well, let me figure out my schedule and I'll get back to you, and then I will go talk to my other doctor and say, like, please don't send me there again. Which I'd already told the doctor, like, I don't want to see this doctor after the first time I saw her, and I had a less than pleasant experience. I said, like, I don't want to see her again, and she's like, you really want to keep this ball rolling as fast as you can and not like have to start back over, and I don't know who else to send you to, like, based on, yes, I'm LA County and it's huge, but insurance, in network, who's available. That ideally I would like a female to talk about my female bits, although after dealing with some of these females, a man might be easier at this point. Like, if I could find a man who just admitted, like, I don't have a uterus and I don't know anything about it, please, like, help me to understand how you're feeling. That might be better than these women who like literally walk in, pull down the blanket, and then just like start examining you without saying anything.
Dude, she turned you into a Muppet right in front of me.
She came in like with a glove on and like lube on her hand and just like walked in and went for it. Like, hi, want to buy me a drink first?
I was cringing like Johnny Knoxville when somebody else does something in a jackass and they're like, oh!
Yes, yeah. How do you think I felt?
Lady, look, I've been hitting her for 20 years. That's not how you do it.
Yeah, and she's very much acts like
Carrie,
I have a problem.
Not even advice from me.
No, nothing. The way that she talks to me is like I'm the problem, and I just need to like relax, which doesn't make me feel very good. Meanwhile, like the lady that I see out here like rubs my shoulder and talks me through every bit that she's doing and what I'm going to feel and what she's doing. And
so do I, doctor lady. Come on.
Yeah, you got. At least give me an attaboy chance. No grabbing without introductions first.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
no.
All of it has been just a very
no
like
police stick to bite down on nothing.
You know, at one point she told me, "Have you considered having therapy?" And I was just like, "Could you not be a bitch? Like, what the hell?" She's right.
You should went. And just gave her a good kick.
I might. I was getting back up there, then we got distracted. Brittany says, "Yeah, I could totally relax with a stranger hand in my down under." Right? She didn't even say hi when she walked in the room. Ew, Hilo the Husky has a needle in her foot. That does not sound good. You might want to see a doctor about that. Have you considered having that bit checked out? Toby says, hope you get good results and can get it all out laparoscopically. I had an enlarged ovary and had it all taken out that way. Okay, ovaries I think are smaller than uteruses, but even uteruses aren't that big. And she just keeps telling me it's abnormally large, but if you look up, like, how big is the average uterus? I'm, like, well within that window.
Dude, the doctor's tiny, too.
Right. She also judges me because I don't exercise.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe you should exercise.
Probably. Maybe you should exercise, mister. I didn't fix my scar tissue after my surgery. How about that?
Oh, this isn't about me. This is about your broken bits.
Shannon is also an anesthesia talker. Apparently, all kinds of stuff pops out of my mouth. Yeah, apparently that's normal. And like I said, I fell asleep.
They said it was.
I wasn't there for that. Athena with her member super chat. Thank you, friend, for supporting us and for being here. It says, I get the joy of wearing a heart monitor patch for a week. Ooh, I hope everything turns out okay with that. But I'm proud of all you guys for like handling your medical stuff and like getting your things checked out. Like, you should definitely do that. I'm proud, like, Blake, as a child, his mom took care of most of his medical stuff, and there were more things he wanted to take care of than were taken care of, and as soon as he got to be an adult, like, that kid handles all of his medical everything. So he's got something wrong with his ankle that happened when he was a kid, and he went to the doctor a couple of times. They were just like, you sprained it. And now that he's an adult taking care of himself, he's like, hey, it's been like a decade, something's still wrong with my ankle, and he's gone back for multiple appointments, and is now, I think, seeing a neurologist because they think it might be a nerve damage issue. But again, you have to like follow up on that. You can't just take like, oh, you sprained it. Yeah, but why does this still hurt years later? Because I slipped on the stairs. It should not hurt years later. Tell the doctors. See a different doctor if you don't like what that one said. And not like drug shopping, see a different doctor, but just like if you don't believe that they're doing the best job, find one who will. There's a lot of doctors out there. You can see someone else. Shannon had 3 grapefruit-sized fibroids that they pulled out through my bits along with my uterus. So much fun. That is reassuring. Thank you for saying that, because this lady just, I mean, even when she made the motion of, we're going to have to cut you wide open, and everybody's like, it's like this big.
Did she give you the Freddy Krueger hand?
Dude, she's going like hip to hip, and I'm just like, that's terrifying. So yeah, if I could find somebody to do it laparoscopically, that would be ideal. I'd rather hurt there than like have all my muscles cut through. They're doctors. I don't think it matters in the slightest what sex they are. I'm painfully shy, severely introverted, and damn near misanthropic, and I'm better with people than they are. Absolutely, doctors tend to be a little awkward, but for females specifically, doctors, and especially male doctors, are historically dismissive of female problems. And because I was going in talking about, hey, I have a lot of pain monthly, I didn't want to just hear like, well, take an aspirin. Like, oh, I didn't think of that. I should have tried that.
You rub some dirt on it? You should have rubbed some dirt.
Right. But yeah, historically, and I'm sure many women here can attest to the fact that doctors, and especially male doctors, are so dismissive of women's pain, and not just when it comes to like reproductive organs, like just in general. So that was why I requested a female. But a lot of the men that I talked through talked to through all of these two, you know, the first failed surgery and the actual surgery, the men were a lot more like compassionate. So that was nice. Although the one lady, Dan, I think, were you in there for that when I was waiting for the surgery and I'm all IV'd up but not like doped up, but I'm just waiting, and I'm like, hey, I have to use the bathroom, and so they got to take the IV bag and she's got to like walk me into the bathroom, and she hangs it up and she's like, do you want me to get a seat cover out for you? She straight got a seat cover out for me, and then we had a debate about which way the seat cover went, which I didn't get to clarify afterwards because she's like, well, people are of differing opinions, but like it goes so it dips down into the toilet backwards so that your pee doesn't shoot forward.
Right.
It goes backwards, but I didn't get to clarify on that, but I made sure she put it on the right way.
How romantic. Even I have never laid an ass gasket down for you.
You've not. All right, let's see what else is going on.
In between this story and when we moved to Jason's trip,
we'll get to that.
I got an intermission.
Okay. Athena was talking more about her heart monitor. I was trying to see if I missed anything.
She was saying that they need to figure out why her heart rate's so high. You know,
yeah, that's
our little friend Jess has we'll be standing there and it's just like 130.
That's crazy.
And
yeah,
so
she says no matter what she does, her heart's racing, and they need to find out why.
So she wears a heart monitor for a month, and they're just like, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. And I'm like, no. You're using like thrice the heartbeats.
Yes, she says she doesn't have a heart murmur. That's healed, so that's good.
See, so I don't know, like. Jess did it, and I was frustrated because like they didn't like that she's driving in first gear at like 5,000 RPMs. Like,
right? Yeah.
So
that's
maybe
not
it's
good.
nothing. Maybe it's nothing. She smacks her chest all the time like she's Tony Stark or George of the Jungle.
Yeah, that can't be a good feeling to just have it like racing. You've gone to the hospital before for like irregular heartbeat. You had to wear a heart monitor once.
But like not like that.
Right.
So maybe it's nothing.
Cyber Husky says that makes those of us who work in healthcare who actually care about our patients have to work extra hard to gain the trust of our patients. Yes, and I know it is probably very much a thankless job. Like just the room where I was waiting and being set up for surgery, it was like a big open room with curtains around the beds, and I could hear the other people and like I feel like we were like friendlier and more like joking with everybody and like trying to be nice to them, and everybody else, like the other patients, were, I don't know what they were in there for. I don't know what kind of pain they were in, but they just seemed very like dismissive. So I definitely made sure to go above and beyond and like thank every person every step of the way for like what they did and how they did it, and like I appreciate you doing this and that and whatever. And my buddy Phil that was there with me through both of the surgeries, the not surgery and the actual surgery.
All the people there, you can tell that they're good at, like they want to be there.
Yes, at the second surgery. I don't know so much about my doctor. Christina says, I have PCOS, so they do internal ultrasounds every few years to check my ovaries, and last time I got a pelvic exam, they removed a polyp from my cervix. I don't know how I would feel about an internal ultrasound. That's the sort of thing where you'd have to knock me out. I don't think I would deal well with that.
You know, you just yell, hello.
I mean, if they keep removing stuff, that's exactly what's going to happen.
I know.
Wilton says, due to 2 C-sections and an emergency appendectomy all in my 20s, I've been slashed wide open 3 times, and they did it all vertically for some dumb reason. They kept reopening the same scar. I think they do try to go for the same one. My mom had 2 C-sections, and they were both done like in the same spot, I think just to minimize the amount of scar tissue. I'm extremely squeamish. Like my quote-unquote dimple on my cheek, when I fell and gashed my cheek open, my only, I was in pain, I was bleeding. Please don't take me to the hospital. I do not want stitches. Please, I don't want stitches. Please stop. I don't want stitches. And my mom just put a bandage on it. I do not want to be cut open in any way at all. Even at the dentist, I keep my eyes clenched shut.
Is this why you never snitch?
Because I don't want stitches.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly why. Yeah, it's not something I want to have happen. I will do it if that's what has to happen. But like I said, I would like to have somebody else take a look. And this is the first, I've seen 3-4 different doctors about my uterus bits. And this is the first one who has mentioned an abnormally large uterus and for some reason is so hyper-focused on it. Like, how tiny is hers? I don't know, but she's fat uterus shaming is what she's doing. And I don't appreciate it. I'm not here for it. Is that Mooch about to get on the hamster wheel? No, Mooch doesn't make that much movement. Mooch is here. Can you see him flopped on my lap? He's done. As soon as I sat down, he came over here.
Back there is Roxy, Baxter, Topo, Gremlin on the cat tree. But that's there.
Oh, Chris is here. Watching while making dinner, but Amanda and I are both super stoked that you're doing well. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you. Like, we got so many likes and comments and hearts and caring emojis and whatever. I definitely really appreciate that. I wanted to, like, give more updates, but there wasn't really much to say. And
I think that's why you kind of wanted to go live today. You were like, so many people have said stuff.
And I don't want to wait until after I get the test results and have to be like, here's what happened. But, like, yeah, so many people were saying stuff. I did want to give you guys an actual update, because I think the last thing I posted was just that, like, made it through surgery on our way home. And then I was just a zombie. Like, Monday and Tuesday, I don't remember much of it. I was just laying here. I watched Dexter, the new Dexter Original Sin.
That was good. I paid attention to some of it.
That was really good.
Yep, it was windows shut, lights out, max cats. They all came laid all over
Yes,
you.
there were piles of cats, and Mooch and Precious and Topo and Stripers and Baxter. Like, all the boys came and piled on me.
Maybe some Mario Odyssey.
Oh my god, I've almost played all the way through Mario Odyssey. I have like 600 moons already. I played a lot of Mario Odyssey. That was good to just zone out and not have to think about anything.
Right.
Because I was uncomfortable. Not like pain. Doing stuff like bending over, and I'm not supposed to lift things and all of that, so I didn't do much of that, but doing stuff gave me like kind of sharp-ish pains, but mostly just like my insides were uncomfortable. They felt like they got poked around in. And Krista said, OMG, she's alive! I am! Uncle Yukon says, the doctor I went to early January was very condescending, and all I needed was a renewal of my prescriptions. My usual doctor retired in July. My new doctor I won't see until August for a physical. I hope you like the new doctor. I know that American healthcare and in-network, out-of-network, all of that stuff really, really sucks. And it's so hard. You know, it's easy to say, like, oh, just find a different doctor. But it is often very hard to do that. And especially if you live, like, in a less populated area, it's not like you can just go 2 blocks over and see a different doctor. Or, you know, even in the same building or whatever, you might have to drive hours to another city to go see a different doctor. But advocate for yourself. And if you don't like your doctor, tell somebody. Call your insurance. Dan went to a doctor out here that was, like, in a strip mall, and the windows were busted out and boarded up. And it was just very uncomfortable, and we immediately called the insurance and said, please assign us to a different doctor.
And they did.
I don't want to see that doctor. The doctor we were then assigned to was about 135 years old.
When she walked in, she asked me if I wanted to take the blue potion or the red potion.
Did she talk to you about your uterus? Because I would not be surprised. Like, she would ask questions, you would answer the question, and then she would, like, 2 minutes later tell you, like, respond to you as if you had given the opposite answer to the question, if that makes sense. Like, just very couldn't focus, couldn't pay attention. So we didn't like her. We started seeing a nurse practitioner. That's the primary doctor that we go to. Like, I need a referral for something. Let me go make an appointment with a nurse practitioner. And I don't know if that's an option for everybody.
Then our doctor died, which tells me, like, how do I trust you if you can't even keep yourself alive?
She was like 135, Dan.
How are you supposed to?
And her husband died like the week you were supposed to go to him for the heart stuff.
So like, I'm the Grim Reaper.
Yes, apparently so.
But yeah, you gotta keep yourself alive if you want to keep me alive, right? Isn't that how that works?
I mean, she was like 135.
Also, I'm sorry for these potato stream settings. I was recording some racing stuff, and I don't think I set it back. So
it's okay. I look better when I'm a little bit
sorry that
blurry.
It's a potato.
F. Vance says he also sees a nurse practitioner. Yeah, if that is an option, nurse practitioners can usually see you right away. The 2 that we have at our place out here, first of all, it's local, like 5 minutes up the street from my work versus driving all the way out to the other side of Palmdale, like 25 minutes away. They're younger, which they're more alert. They're fresher out of medical school.
I watch Scrubs. Turk and JD can work on me.
Absolutely, and they don't even really work on you. You go to your primary doctor for referrals.
Yeah,
like,
they just point.
This is what I've learned about
a quarterback.
Healthcare. Like, I go in there and say, "Hey, I have this issue. Can you give me a referral to this kind of doctor?" Because we have HMO, not the other one, PMO, whatever the other one is.
I have an itch, so they send me to the itchologist.
Yes, but you can't just go in there and say, like, I don't know, I have an itch. And they'll be like, well, where's your itch? You gotta have, no, you go in there and you say, hey, right here, I have an itch, it's a rash, it's been here for 6 months, can I see a dermatologist? Like, you just tell them what you need. And not only that, you can bombard them. When I went in for, what did I go in for? I don't even remember what I went in for, but I will pile on. Thank you, PPO. I couldn't remember what it was. That's where you can go to any doctor you want, anytime you want, apparently. I've just learned this. That's great and all. it's really not that big of a deal to have to go to a primary care provider to ask for referrals, especially if you can get in quickly. If you can't, then that delays everything, months. I got kind of screwed with my doctor dying and trying to have that appointment and being reassigned and all of that. But I will go in there and be like, hey, I'm here for this thing. And he's like, cool, I'll give you that referral. I'm like, and another thing. And wait, one more thing. And I will leave there with like 5 referrals. Within the next week, I'll get like a whole stack of mail from the insurance about all the things that are approved. I never have an issue getting anything approved. I guess that depends on your insurance company. But yeah, if you're having trouble with your main doctor, and I know a lot of times people have to wait like months to get an appointment, ask if there's a nurse practitioner you can see. If you're just going in to get like a referral, they can look at your medical history. You can fill them in on the medical history. I feel like the nurse practitioner pays more attention, has more of a conversation with you about things. And honestly, when I go there to see like a specialist and I'm in the same building, that nurse practitioner will walk by me and just be like, hi, Crystal. Like, he knows who I am. He's aware and alert, and I appreciate that. What are you laughing at?
It's fucking great. Sorry. You just go ahead and do that.
So, what was your final diagnosis, Chris? In Upper Michigan, it's closer to go to Wisconsin than Lower Michigan, so I get the complexities of in or out of network stuff. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know all of who's in or out of network. One time, one of the guys at work asked about, like, maybe he went to LensCrafters too. So we go to LensCrafters. We also have dental and vision separately because your eyes and teeth need their own insurance plan. LensCrafters no longer has an eye doctor, which I don't know how you could be a LensCrafters.
There's one in Palmdale apparently, but the one in Lancaster was tired. They were like standing on their heads in there. They were bored.
What do you do without an eye doctor?
Right.
So my mom and I went online for our insurance to find out, like, well, who can you go see? And it was like 52 pages. It was just this huge list of doctors that you're able to go see. And the odd thing was, we also did it for dentists. Our dentist wasn't on there. So there may be doctors you can see that are covered. My dental, after 5 years, is covered 100%. Like, it goes down, the amount I pay goes down every year, and after 5 years, it's covered 100%. They're not on the list of doctors I can see. So I don't know how that works.
Oh, Doris, I hope Reese is doing well. I saw that Reese had some medical issues, so please go tend to your puppers.
And leg massages.
Yes.
Foxy Koala with member super chat. Thank you so much. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I can only see like 5 chats on the screen, and I'm talking a lot. That's it. Right now, there's 3.5.
Hey, look at it, because there's a stupid theme on the top where it says goal, and they want us to start a goal. They want us to encourage you to spend money for us to do something. But I just want it off the screen so I can see
my goal is for this to go away.
Yeah, my goal is to see more of my friends on the screen, please, and what they have to say.
Can you send feedback?
Oh, don't forget over here. Oh no, I can't turn any further than that. Sorry.
All right. Foxy Koala asking how I am feeling. I'm pretty much back to normal today.
Asked to stream.
Today is the first day I don't feel like cloudy headed. I went to work yesterday and was just kind of out of it. My old man was so happy to see me.
What does this do?
It turns me upside down.
Sorry.
So, old man Joe was he walked in, I'm so glad you're back. And then, then immediately, how are you feeling? If you need to go home, you can go home. He must have told me like half a dozen times to go home. At one point, at noon, you need to go home for the day. Just go home and rest. So, I'm sure it was all over my face that I was just like, not feeling it. Just out of it, and nothing was pressing. I could have stayed home another day. Liquidium is here. Hello, friend. And hello to Kate, who he says really needed this hangout today. Some bad stuff this week. Well, sending some love. I hope you guys are okay.
All of you. I see that a lot of people are struggling. So I'm glad we got to go live.
Yes. Hooray for February.
When you catch up, we can turn this frown upside down.
My doctor is a DO as opposed to an MD, and she's amazing. I don't know what a DO is.
That's a douche bag.
And she handles my anxiety about things really well. That's important too.
The first period, Crystal.
When you have things like anxiety that, much like doctors being dismissive of female pain, doctors can be dismissive about things like anxiety. It is important to find one that like takes you seriously and understands like whatever someone else's opinions are about your anxiety, what you feel is real and needs to be addressed. So I'm glad you found one who deals with that.
At some point, you got into this field because you wanted to help people.
people get jaded, and I know healthcare is a very, very hard field, and I admire everybody who is strong enough to do it. I couldn't do it.
I was great at the bike shop. I was great to every single human, and towards the end when I was burnt out, and like the one time I was not rude, but like I could have been nicer, and I hung up the phone and I looked at the owner dude, and I'm like, dang, like I can't believe I just said that. Like that's like, and then like I'm like, dang, I'm burnt out. I gotta go.
Yes.
And it's like at some point these people wanted to do something to make a difference and help. And that siren says it's the beginning of the second period.
Sarah Benson with the unnecessary H went to the doctor last week and got 3 referrals for different things. That's how you do it. Look, if I gotta pay you, I pay $30 every time I step foot into the regular doctor's office. Never mind the 10-minute phone call with the specialist doctor that I don't care for.
That's weird. Then he charged me $25. You must be paying some sort of Ugo tax or something. I don't know.
Rude. Dang. I had a 10-minute conversation with my current doctor that did the surgery where she went over the test results. When she called me, she did not know anything about me or who I was and was like reading my file to remind herself who I was, which I can appreciate. You see a lot of patients. But then asked me, and when's your surgery? And I was like, in 3 days with you. Like, what the hell? She charged me $60 for that. I read the results myself, like weeks before that, because I have access to my medical portal, and it's the same test and results that I had 2 years ago. Stop it, boys.
Dang, finish him.
So yeah, I didn't even need her to explain anything to me, and she charged me $60.
Dude, they called you like, we were like pulling into the driveway to have your surgery.
Oh my god. They gave me a certain medication in case... TMI, sorry, man. In case I was currently bleeding at the time the surgery was supposed to happen, since it had to be rescheduled, they gave me a medication to stop that. Well, I called them because the surgery ended up being 2 weeks later. So I called a week later and said, hey, do I still need to take this medication? And first they told me yes, and then I had to call for a different reason, and I asked the other lady, like, are you sure I still have to take this? And she said, let me ask the doctor. So I called in last Monday and asked about that, like a week before the surgery. Yes. She said, let me ask the doctor and I'll give you a call back today or tomorrow. Literally 5 minutes before I pulled into the surgical center, they called me to tell me I didn't need to take that medication. I said, well, good thing, because I'm already pulling up for my surgery, and it would be quite unfortunate.
You would have needed to take for days.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and they didn't get back to me, so I just assumed I didn't need to take it, which I didn't.
You didn't, but just, could somebody with a professional degree tell us this with confidence?
The front desk, and I swear if she charged me $60 for that, I'm gonna be pissed.
Right. So
Beer and Bug with the super chat. Gotta head into work. Love y'all. We'll come back if I can. Good luck with your vagine.
Bye.
Thanks, Beer and Bug.
Thanks, Beer. Lady JD says I love the pizza pillow. I got it from Brittany. It's a Smashmallow. My first Smashmallow. I kick it around the house. It makes it here and there. Sometimes it's behind the couch. Sometimes it's on the cat tree. But it bounces around the house. The Dan pillow was my favorite piece of merch, though. That one, because it lasted.
It's a little pilled up, but the print is really good.
But the print's on there still. I stopped trying to push merch because I hated the way it was printed. So I'm like, fine, nobody gets anything.
All right, let me make sure.
Yeah, you make sure you're good to go.
Got that.
And hi, everybody, and thanks for hanging out. Crystal, there's 88 people here hanging out. Thanks for sticking with us. That's the most important thing is like, no, that's a weird thing to say. Like, the thing that I'm, like, most concerned about is, like, we're not ditching you. And the days we're not streaming and the last weekend and stuff when Jason was here, which we'll get to that story. That story was great.
Yes.
Like, we've been doing stuff, and thanks for letting us, like, do this.
All right, I missed a super chat from Hila Husky. I got the one where you said you had a needle in your foot, which is horrifying to me. Like, not insulting you at all, like, oh my god. She says, I have anxiety, super anxiety, about going to the doctor about it, because, friend, that could get infected and, like, you could lose your whole foot. Growing up, my dad was friends with somebody who had both of her feet amputated, and I eventually learned one was due to diabetes and not taking care of her health. The other one was because she stepped on a piece of glass and ended up getting gangrene in her foot to the point where it had to be cut off at the ankle. So, not to add to your anxiety, but please go get that checked out, because that is a legit thing that can happen. I don't know the status of that needle that's in your foot and how clean it may or may not have been. But yeah, you should definitely see somebody about that. That's something that can turn way worse. Okay, now I'm way super far back. If I've missed something, like, let's just go down to the bottom and just say it again. Now that's who's been playing so much. I keep seeing you guys playing on my Switch. Oh, hours. The amount of hours I've logged in the last week, you wouldn't even believe it.
Yeah, Crystal's been playing Odyssey.
Yes. Terry says, Blue and the girls are happy to hear your guys' voices. They're all over me right now. As
yeah.
soon as Terry gets on the phone with me, the animals are all over her. Okay, I got that super chat.
Grandma's back there taking a bath.
I'm mostly trying to make sure I got all the super chats. And then if you guys said something that you want me to address that I skipped over, just say it again. Hannah with a member super chat. It's been an emotional day. Mom had to help her oldest dog cross the Rainbow Bridge this morning. Oh, hugs. I'm so sorry.
Dude, everybody.
That's
it's crazy.
heartbreaking. Then a gas main broke downtown and caused a building to explode and forced evacuations, all before 12. Wow, that is an eventful
The
day.
Matrix is crazy, Hannah. Thank you for this member super chat. The Matrix is crazy.
I'm sorry, Hannah. Sending hugs.
And come on, when are you getting back on the... I got all my Call of Duty ready, but you ghosted me, so we gotta play some Call of Duty soon. How's Memphis doing? Fantastic. Ooh, Jess went to a hockey game. She's on her way back from Detroit from a fun hockey game today. I hope I'm sure she vlogged all about it. It'll probably be in, like, next Friday's vlog, maybe.
Liquidium says the Butterbeer kisses are out, Dan, so you have a mission this week.
Okay, they're probably at the Walmart then or something.
Yes, I don't remember if they were Walmart exclusive, but I think they were at Walmart for sure.
Okay,
sure. Jess had sent me a post about other butterbeer flavored things too that were coming out.
But we haven't nailed the butterbeer yet though.
No.
We haven't.
We did get the Posty, the Post Malone Oreos. Those were just okay.
I love those. Those are probably my favorite of the fun Oreos. Those are probably my favorite were the Posty Oreos.
Oh,
back to you, Crystal.
Liquidium might love me more than you. He says, we have you covered. We're sending a bag. And he didn't even call me ugly today either.
Does he usually call you ugly?
No, but you did.
When?
When you said I got the ugly tax at the doctor.
I said uggo.
What
There's ugly, and then there's uggo.
Whatevs.
I said uggo. That's not helping my case.
Go to hell, Dan.
What was the last quip?
Go to hell.
Yes.
Hannah says she needs to get back to it, Dan. She bought Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and is losing hours of her life to that.
What is that?
Auntie Eng got the butterbeer.
Can you only play that on Sunday?
Kisses from Target. Jim says they're meh, just extra sweet butterscotch to me. Oh, but I really love butterscotch. Terry's having Nabisco issues in her store. She's got like no Oreos. Terry says you get the Uggo discount. By the way, can everybody give a shout out and congratulations to Terry who got a promotion in the race. Very proud of you, friend.
Yep. Tossing the salad, literally.
Chris must be behind. Because he says, look, I've played doctor for decades. Anybody fixated on the size should not be trusted. Are you still focused on my abnormally large uterus? Nope. Let it go.
I have all these great utero jokes. And they're fantastic. I give them her all the time. If it's not jokes about your cavernous vagina, it's about your CPAP machine.
Oh, you got jokes every night.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea I had 10 minutes of CPAP jokes.
You do. Liquidium says he can still call me ugly if I want. Kate would probably be mad though. Rightfully so. Please don't call me ugly. I'm feeling a little self-conscious. I ran out of my curl cream.
Oh yeah, Kate would be mad. That's the trophy husband is Liquidium.
That's the trophy husband?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that's referencing at all.
Don't call my man ugly.
Alright, so you had an intermission. What do you want to talk about?
Alright. So
Railroad, hi!
Hi, Railroad. Okay, so I have this thing here that makes it not staticky, and then I made a Dan head and I put a hole in it.
Oh my god, yes!
And
does it shoot it to the side?
I put the hole in the back and the top. So like I coned it out. And then now we're gonna see if it works.
The previous help Mooch.
No, we're just gonna watch him trying to fall off the counter.
Dan.
Well, I mean he's like what are you doing, bro?
There's pans in there, I didn't do dishes.
And
neither did you. The previous humidifier we had shot out to the side, and this one just goes straight up, which is kind of annoying because you can't direct it away.
So I mic'd it. I took the mic and I mic'd it, and then I put a thing on Dan's head.
But it's still coming upward. Oh, upward and outward.
Oops. Yeah. Yeah. Look, now it's my.
I approve.
Now it's my head.
Coming soon to an Etsy store near you. The other left, Dan. Other left.
Whoa, sorry.
There you go. Who needs one of these on the top of their humidifier?
Nobody, just us. There you go.
Dan is now steaming mad. Yes. Dan's holy head. John says, I still hadn't got around to checking out your oversized uterus yet. Sorry about that. I'm a bit behind today. It's cool. My doctor didn't think my surgery was a priority and showed up like half an hour late both times. It's the first time they had to call her because she had better things to do.
That's called fashionably late.
Is it though? While I'm wearing a hospital gown?
Your doctor's a nerd if she shows up on time. You're like, you're such a tryhard.
You know,
how dare you try to
you told me when to be here and that I had to be 2 hours early, and then you show up late.
Maybe your doctor was playing the claw machine at the mall beforehand to practice.
To practice?
To practice.
Well, she can go to hell too. Terry, clarifying, thank you. She got assistant store director with a $4 pay bump.
Good job, Terry.
And mandatory overtime of 10 hours a week. Not bad for 14 months at the store, and green AF in the industry. Yeah, it's the first grocery store Terry has worked at. And she's just like, Terry, let's be real. You do it at every job. Every single job, no matter where Terry starts, like position-wise, she shoots right to like management and being in charge of stuff and running things and telling them how it needs to be done.
Terry never stays in the same position for long.
No, Terry gets bored easily, but she's really good at every job she does.
She's very good. Yes.
Yeah. Didn't you get hired for like night front desk or something like low level at the hotel, and then you were like managing the entire housekeeping staff
until your fingers
like
fell
within
off.
a month? She said, I hate it. I'm waiting for you to get bored. I hope that the change in like responsibilities and stuff allows it to feel fresh for you and have you not get too bored too fast. Because I know you're always on to the next thing. You like adventure and every day to be different. I agree, Terry. Nothing fashionable about being late to somebody's damn surgery that you scheduled. It's rude. So, they had called me. So the original surgery was supposed to be on January 31st. When they canceled it, they said, it's okay, we'll do it next week.
Get it out, Crystal. Get all of it out.
They told me 2 weeks after the surgery would be when I would get the results. 2 weeks after January 31st was February 14th. So I knew, and they said like a week or two. So I knew sometime within that window of time, I would be having the results. So Dan also was scheduled to be at Red Bull those days. So I didn't want to go down. It's 45 minutes away. I didn't want to go down there by myself. So I started talking to my brother and was like, hey, would you be willing to come out? Like, just in case. If it's bad, I don't need to drive 45 minutes home by myself. So somehow, some way, I managed to convince my brother to come out here to be able to get the test results with me, since Dan wasn't going to be around. So we had him flying out Thursday and staying until Saturday so that he would be here for that. And then they canceled the surgery, and I'm like, well, shit, plane tickets are already bought. And then somehow, some way, I managed to score tickets to Blink-182 and Alkaline Trio. I know probably nobody here listens to any of the bands I listen to, except Hannah got a Less Than Jake record once. But Blink-182 was the first concert my brother and I went to together that wasn't like Warped Tour. And we love Alkaline Trio. Like, they're two great bands. If you know anything about the two bands, one of the guys from Blink left the band, and then one of the guys from Alkaline Trio went and recorded a couple albums and toured with them. So there was some crossover there. There was the Really Bad Fires. MJ Husky Love loves Alkaline Trio. Awesome. I love to hear that. I saw them at Warped Tour once forever ago, and that was it. So there were Really Bad Fires in January out here, and tons of different things. If you guys saw like the Fire Aid concert that was like 6 hours long, there's been a ton of fundraisers, and they announced this concert as a fundraiser for the fire victims. Oh, Alec listens to the same music as me too. Well, wait till you hear what I got to do. They booked this show at the Hollywood Palladium, which is a 4,000 person venue, and Blink did a stadium tour last year, like baseball stadiums, like huge, and hundreds of dollars to go see them with like tens of thousands of other people.
Which went back and forth a million times.
I debated, and when it came to the end of the year, some of you guys might have seen my Instagram story that I had posted. Somebody had posted, like, post the concerts you wish you'd gone to this year. And two of the three, because I missed Bad Religion also. We were supposed to go see them in Santa Barbara, and it slipped our mind and we forgot. Blink-182, I debated. We ended up going to Green Day instead.
Never heard of them. Go look them up on Spotify.
Yeah, go look them up.
It's fun.
Alkaline Trio, we were talking about it with Nanda. It's very much like you have to be in a certain headspace when you discover them to like them, because Nanda tried listening, because before the idea of Jason coming out and being here and everything, or like before that was settled, I guess, I had asked Nanda, like, would you be interested in going to see them? And she's like, I just can't get into this music at all. So yeah, you definitely have to have been in the right time to want to hear songs about take my radio to bathe with you and dogs shit and razor blades. It's lyrically amazing stuff. I'm with Chris, let's get brunch. Props to Sandy for letting Jason come out the week of Valentine's Day. Cyber Husky, not only that, this man asked her, while the whole family was sick, he was holding her hair back while she puked and was like, hey, can I ask you a favor? And I'm like, Jason, you're better than that. But yeah, because of what was going on and everything, she was not too happy once the surgery got rescheduled and we knew I wasn't going to get the results. But I will say, after Jason got home, he thanked me for that and said I needed that more than I knew. He doesn't have a lot of friends locally because he grew up out here and moved out there. And it was really nice. So what we did was I ended up picking up Jason. We had an atmospheric river. You guys know we don't get much weather out here. It was literally a torrential downpour starting the minute I had to get on the freeway. Like, I left the house and it just poured down all the rain, like so bad that out here, you know, LA is known for bad traffic and all that stuff. But out here, like our freeway, not bad. They've been doing a bunch of construction for a couple of years, so it's been worse. But you can always just jam. You can go like 70, 80, like through town, whatever. I don't think we went over 50, and very often much slower than that because there was such little visibility that the Google Maps literally dinged in every 30 seconds to tell me that low visibility was reported ahead. It was probably the scariest, most white-knuckle drive to the airport ever. It took me 2.5 hours to get down there. Luckily,
that's where I was at already.
Yes, you ended up staying down there Wednesday night. So I drove down there on Thursday afternoon. Luckily, Jason's flight was delayed just enough that we got there at the same time. But I had to park because I was so full of anxiety from that drive. Yes, and no California knows how to drive in even a drizzle, let alone real rain. And it was bad, MJ Husky Love. There were still people doing like. From here. I assume so.
She's in Alpena now, but she used to be.
Gotcha. Yes.
Yes, they drive out here in the rain like it's snow out there.
Yes. There were still people going like 80, zipping around everybody, and I'm like, "There's puddles. What are you doing?" It was really scary.
That glossy oil ground too.
Luckily, it had just rained like the week before, so it wasn't the first rain. But it was a really, really strong, hard flooding rain. Very like they were telling people like stay off the roads if you can, and I'm like, I'm not rescheduling this. I'm going to get my brother. So I got my brother. We sat and debated what to do, and one of his closest friends from out here happened to be staying in Hollywood that night because he was going to, like, all of the way the, like, meant-to-be-ness of everything happening was just so crazy. The dude is from... I think he lives in, not Riverside, but like somewhere in Southern California, but not close to where we were, like 2 hours from where we were. He was going to North Carolina for the weekend, but didn't leave till Friday morning and happened to be staying 2 minutes away from our venue in a hotel Thursday night. So we went and met up with his wife and had lunch or dinner or whatever. Oh, we went to Trejo's Cantina, Danny Trejo's restaurant, which, very authentic Mexican food, not Taco Bell-ish, but like, why do you put corn in everything? Could you lay off the corn? Although listening to your childhood, apparently that's what authentic Mexicans do. You just dump a can of corn in everything, because everything just had corn in it.
Baxter boy!
I love watching them hydroplaning. Luckily, and I was very scared, MJ Husky Love, about...
The fast lane of the 405 is hydroplane city.
Yeah. I made sure to stay in the middle and go slowly as I needed to. Not too many people were passing, but it was a scary drive. It was only only clear of rain for like the first couple minutes I got on the 405.
Look, this is Baxter biting. He's in the biting time. This is where I get bit.
Yeah, he's been feisty today.
Come here, buddy. Okay, keep going.
Chris says, now I feel like a social media noob. I'm here being snarky and dropping timely bombs to things you said 20 minutes ago. I think like 20 minutes ago I told you were behind and you needed to refresh, so you'll hear that in 20 minutes. So yeah, we went and had dinner and drinks with them, which was great fun.
What did you have?
I had enchiladas, my Mexican food go-to.
No, what liquid did you have?
Oh, they had mango blended margaritas. If I can get a margarita, I want mango blended. That's my favorite. So I had a couple of those. Luckily, we were literally 2 minutes from the hotel, so that was not a big deal to like have a couple drinks, go back to the hotel. And then we hung out at the hotel, and his friend Brian was so great. He's like, it's 6:48. We got to get you downstairs and into the car over to the venue. So doors opened at 7. We made it over there to get in line like just after 7. Got in the venue, and oh my God, anybody who likes Blink or Alkaline Trio, to see those two bands, the seats we had were balcony. If you guys check my Instagram, you can see what had happened.
Oh, wait. There was people that were camped out there.
From 10 o'clock in the morning, people were posting on Reddit that there were at least 50 people lined up outside.
We didn't explain how hard it was for you to get those tickets with the refreshing and being in the queue. If you guys have bought any tickets and it's been so hard to get into a queue, somehow Crystal won.
Seeing a stadium show, no big deal. Like, there's plenty of tickets. Seeing a 4,000 person venue, when they announced it literally like 2 hours before they went on sale, and somehow like I went back to work and was like, hey, my buddy Joe, I got stuff to do at 3 o'clock, and he's like, no problem. He left me alone. I got online, I got in the queue.
I was in the meeting. I was even trying to do it too. I was doing my stuff.
It kept kicking me out. By the time I got in and was somehow miraculously able to get these two tickets,
it kicked me out. I didn't even get in.
All that was left were balcony seats, and I didn't even look at where they were. I just added them to the cart. I checked out. I paid way too much money, but it's Blink and Alkaline Trio in a 4,000 person venue, which does not happen anymore. Alkaline Trio, yes, because the concert I passed up last year was like at a House of Blues or something.
So you got ticket version 2 up above.
Yes, they have a balcony at the Palladium, and that was all I could get. So I was like, we'll see what happens. So we got there, and I'm like, hey, am I allowed to be on the floor with these tickets? She's like, oh yeah, you just can only go upstairs if you have tickets. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. We get up to our seats, and I'm like, oh. And
all the energy down the pit.
It's like one big long counter.
I can show you here. Let me have the mouse, please.
It's one big log counter that runs. Actually, there's 2 counters and then like a floor area in the balcony area with little circular tables. So we're all the way at one end. If, again, you check my Instagram, you can see like we're behind the stage a little bit. Like I'm looking at the back of their heads. I ended up running down and going and getting some merch. We were 20 minutes before the show started, so I got some merch and was able to get back up there. I get back up with my merch. Jason bought us water, and I'm just like, the band starts, Alkaline Trio starts their first song, and I'm like, hey dude, this isn't gonna cut it. I've got 3 t-shirts and a poster, and I don't even care. I take my sweatshirt off, I tie it around my waist, I tuck the 3 t-shirts into my sweatshirt tied around my waist, I roll up my poster as tight as I can and put the rubber band back on it, and I'm like, I'm going. And he just looked at me. Apparently he wanted to take another sip of his water, but he said no words, and I just booked it. I should know, my brother was raised by the same father that I was.
You're a booker.
I would, like, you can find me later, it's cool. I know I'm short, I'll find you at the end, whatever. Like, do what you gotta do to try to find me.
Look, okay, oops.
Are we gonna show?
So, there's a Palladium. You were like, your seats were...
There were 2 seats next to ours from the end.
Over here.
Yeah, so...
you were kind of behind the stage right here.
Yes, so on my Instagram, you can see our view when Alkaline Trio started, and I was like, this is not gonna cut it.
Okay. So you were able to score tickets, so that was fun.
I got in the building, and that's what I said. Like, I don't care where I am, I'm in the building with the 4,000 people that managed to score these tickets.
You wanted to be down here.
Yes, I wanted to be right up in front, where the people who waited since 10 o'clock in the morning were.
By the way, what a beautiful intimate picture. Was it just as intimate as it looks right
Absolutely.
here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Palladium's a famous
we
place,
were packed.
I can see the stairs right to go up.
We were packed in there, like, I don't even want to say shoulder to shoulder, because it was like, hey, your shoulder's up against me. Like we're not against, but like folded over each other. Oh, it was packed in there. Hey, Dan, Sam wants to know if her package was sent.
Yes.
Oh, congratulations. We'll see how long it takes for it to arrive or not arrive.
Here you go.
Thanks, I needed that because things were happening. MJ Husky Love, you sound like my people.
Oh, you would love... Yeah, she totally is. You would love MJ, for sure.
Did you meet her in real life?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, in Michigan, when I got into Michigan.
She says they're great in smaller venues. They play off of the crowd. Absolutely. Smaller venues are the way to go. The concert that we're going to on Friday is at a House of Blues. That is my go-to. That's why I love seeing Less Than Jake, because they're always at a House of Blues. The only other place I've seen them, like auditoriums, theaters, and Warped Tour. But even then, I'm right up front. Last time I saw Alkaline Trio was at Warped Tour, and I was literally right up front.
You're perfect.
I don't want to... And that was the thing. So, Jason and I were... Like, I booked it, and after we were in the balcony, because I'm just like, I can't feel the music. Like, if you guys have seen a show in a small venue where you feel it, like, vibrating in your body, I couldn't feel it. I could hear it, but I was behind all the speakers.
The House of Blues has that's an amazing venue because it's consistent.
Jim.
It's consistent.
Yes.
And you get a burger.
The sound is set up well. The House of Blues in Chicago, by the way, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There's pictures of that on my Instagram from 2 years ago, maybe. The House of Blues in Anaheim used to be elsewhere, and then they moved it. Beautiful venue. Like, just consistent and so great. Crystal will get packed in a sardine can with people, but not visit us in Novi.
You know what? It's so weird. She turns into a different human at stuff.
I looked at Jason at one point when we were all crammed together, and I said, "Do you want COVID? Because this is how you get COVID."
That's a good observation.
And his eyes just got big. Like, I'm definitely a different human when there's live music involved.
That's Vance. I wrote you down on my short list, so I'll take care of you. But that's a good observation, William.
Yes. I can't just like
So you ran in
I
there
don't
and-
know how to sit in a seat for a show. Like Green Day was so awkward, and especially it was Green Day and Rancid. Like I should be up there smashing and singing all the words. Last time I saw Green Day, no, maybe not last time. Maybe the first time I saw Green Day was at Warped Tour. I was right up front against the barrier and getting crushed so badly.
In the 90s, kids.
No, it was like late 90s, early 2000s, maybe 99. It might have been the 90s. I was getting crushed so badly, I ended up having to crouch down and crawl out of there because I was so far forward, and it was Green Day. Everybody wanted to see Green Day.
Okay, so after we got so lucky and blessed with these tickets, then we turned to greed. And it's like, I gotta get there early enough to get the merch. The only time that they're gonna... It's not like .com merch. It's like for the event.
You can check on my Instagram. The Alkaline Trio shirt was the standard Alkaline Trio heart with the arrow coming out of the bottom thing. The show shirt, they made a poster for it in the late 1900s. It was. Terry knows, she was there with me for some of them. In the early 2000s. I think we went in 2000 and 2001 also.
Never mind, we just got 3 posters up over here.
From the last concert I went to.
Never too many posters.
No, absolutely not. I did get the poster too. So they made an event exclusive poster and t-shirt, both of which I got. And I also, somebody had said something about Sandy being so great for letting Jason go. I made sure to get her a shirt at the event as well because she loves Alkaline Trio, which made the whole thing even worse. It's one of her favorite bands. And I dragged my brother to it. Can't get merch at the end. Good stuff's always gone. Absolutely. And the posters did sell out. I did see people on Reddit trying to get the poster because they had sold out. I carried that poster the whole time, and it was in decent shape. The corners are a little, like, smushed, but not, like, mashed. So, Ventura, Seaside Park Fairgrounds, I think it was called. Are we back to a regular schedule now? No, friend, because I have another concert I'm going to this weekend.
I'll be around, but...
And then March 4th, I get my results. So I don't want to make a schedule until I know what's going on with that, because I don't know what the doctor situation's going to look like.
Right, because it's bad news, like, we're like not baking cookies up.
Yeah, I'm not making cookies for you guys
right.
if it's bad news. Sorry, I need to, like, deal with that. So anyway, we're in the balcony. I'm like, I can't do this at all. I'm going down. And Jason didn't say anything, and I just booked it. Like, I went all the way around to the back of the venue, like, through the balcony to the back part where the stairs are, went down, and then all of a sudden Jason's right here. He's like, dude, you didn't wait for me. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you were coming.
No, you just
I don't care.
Right.
I don't care if you're coming with me. I'm not here at the concert to hang out with you. Like, it's cool to experience a concert with somebody, but I am here so I can experience the concert.
Movie theater?
Yeah, I don't care who goes to the movies with me. Like, I'm watching the movie. It's great if we can experience this together. But, like, I'm doing it the way I want to do it, and I'll catch up with you later. But my brother is the same person. He is me, and he's like, yeah, if we're going down there, we're going down there. Lady GD13 with the super chat. Thank you so much, friend, and appreciate you being here. I'm glad all went well with your procedure, and you're feeling better, Crystal. Also, it's really good seeing you guys. It's really good talking to you guys. I didn't talk much. My throat was messed up again, too, after the intubation that they were hoping they didn't have to do, but then they did. Adele says, I only go to concerts where I can sit. I can't do it. The feeling of being smashed up against people. MJ Husky Love said something about feeling your... what did you say? Feeling your heartbeat with the music or something? Like, dude, there's nothing like that. And just, feeling it. Like, I get chills just talking about it. It's stupid. It's just the best thing ever. Lady GD says, the set list looked packed. I would have loved to hear Stay Together for the Kids. Friend, it was amazing beginning to end. They did M&M's. They did One More Time. That was more than a little emotional, especially like being there with my brother who I never get to hang out with. Like, that was good. They played a full hour and a half. You know what makes bad news seem less impactful? Separating eggs with 100 of your closest friends. I will keep that in mind. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, the set list was amazing. If you guys are fans, go check out my Instagram. There's videos of like every step along the way. So we got down to the bottom and it's freaking packed. And when we had been up top, when we first got there, I'm like, dang, there's a lot of room here. They could have fit more people. No, everybody got there. They were just a little bit late. So it was absolutely packed. But again, my brother and I are my father's children. We know you just go for it. And there were several times when, like, I saw the crowd open up a little bit and I just would grab Jason's hand and we would just go and we'd get forward as far as we could and then stop again. And okay, we'll watch these songs here. You can see the progression in my videos from where we were at the balcony, where we got down to the bottom. By the time the Blink set ended, we were 5 people back from the front.
That's because you guys are 5 foot tall. You gotta be this high to ride, and you guys run.
I'm 5'4" and he's 5'8".
And I got this big peacock on my head.
Well, that's your fault.
It's like I'm giving this like shitty high five to everybody who just wants to see the show. Just like play the stupid Phineas and Ferb song.
Oh. We're not going to see Bowling for
I'm
Soup
so
again.
glad you guys got to do that. It was that made me so happy.
We got pretty much right up to the front, like right in front of Mark. Right up there with the people who were waiting since 10 a.m. Like,
no
drenched
arena
in the
tour.
rain. Huh?
No arena tour.
Yes, I'm glad I did not spend hundreds of dollars on an arena tour and instead spent hundreds of dollars on a 4,000 person venue. It was amazing. I can't believe I was there and I got to do that, and it was absolutely amazing. Also, Tom's an alcoholic and can't really sing, but the show was great. It was amazing and I loved it, and I'm so glad we did that. So then we hopped in the car and we drove home. Like, after it was over, we just came back here. We were wired as you are.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was great. And then we went to bed, and then the next day, we were just kind of lazy throughout the day, and then everybody came over. I say everybody. My mom came over about 3. Nanda and Nickel, you guys know them from, like, being in the chat and stuff. And one of Jason's other friends from back in the day, Mark, and our friend, like, we hung out with him, too. But they all made sure to come over, and Mark's wife...
Sorry. I went too low on the camera, and it turned itself off.
Oh. That's fun.
I was trying to get the cat. I'll play with the cat. Sorry, keep going. Sorry.
So yeah, everybody came in and hung out, and we just, like, I don't know, it wasn't a party. It was like a kickback.
Oh, we had such a good time. In fact,
we did.
We had a good time. We watched old videos and reminisced. None of us, not even me, I did not take 1 second of video. There's some photos that I took of you guys. I'm in none of them.
You're in no photos. I noticed
How
that when
did that
Jason
happen?
posted a bunch of photos, he didn't take a picture with you. Not only that, on the way home.
What do I have? Let me look to see. I'll look to see what I do have.
Blake had to leave for school at 8 a.m. on Friday. Obviously, he wasn't going to see Jason on Thursday because we went down there and stayed down there till late. He left for school at 8 a.m. on Friday and then was going down to his girlfriend's afterwards because it was Valentine's Day, and Jason left at noon. His flight out was at noon on Saturday. So there was no opportunity for Blake to see Jason, and I texted Blake on our way home like, hey, we're almost in town. Is it too late to stop by? He was at his mom's house. We stopped by. Blake came outside at like 1 in the morning and stood outside and talked to Jason for like 10 minutes just so he could see Jason because he hasn't seen him in person in 5.5 years. And we didn't take a picture of that either. Just nothing. Are you looking to see if you have a picture with him?
I have nothing.
Nothing.
I have pictures of me at the Red Bull show with on the set. Look, oh, you can't see it. Oh, nope. It was so foggy on the way home, but I have like stuff. Oh no, you can't see me. I have nothing from that day. Nothing at all.
No, we were in the moment. That's it.
How did I not,
we
like,
did
pull
get
out the camera. I have this thing. How did I not just hit record and have this thing in the corner?
We were very, very much in the moment. Let me see if I can find a decent one where we all don't look like we're making stupid faces, but we did get a good picture. What are you doing? Hi, Kaiju boy.
I don't know.
Only proof Jason was there was a photo of Jason with Moochie. No, everybody else got pictures. Blake and Dan did not get pictures with Jason. There's a picture of me and my mom.
I made sure to take pictures of everybody.
Me and my mom and Jason took a picture.
Am I not
Here, you can show this one. You took this one.
Can you just turn your brightness down to like 10%?
Oh, it is. It always is. Don't you worry.
I found the brightness on the TV the other day. Crystal was so happy.
Yes, that.
Aw, there's Nickel, Jason, Crystal, and Nanda.
Yeah, we did exist in the same room. It's all blurry. Almost. Jesus, could you stop moving?
You get it.
Yeah.
It's ginger.
I didn't post that yet, but I will at some point.
I don't know. I might have it on
we took like 30 of them, and everybody looked goofy in one of them. So I sent them to everybody and was like, "Hey, like,
there we go.
Post whatever you think you look good in." Oh, you can post the one of.
I haven't seen any. Yeah. So anyway, it was a lot of fun, and it was so nice to hang out with everybody.
You could show that one too of me and my mom and Jason. Almost. Yeah, so we did get like a family picture.
Yeah. It's like, forget it. You get it.
You get the point.
You get it.
We did get a couple.
They're all red and fleshy.
Pictures and video are great, but sometimes being in the moment is even better. It
just didn't dawn on me. Like it's ingrained in us. But anyway, we had a great time. That was a lot of fun. And then somehow Jason thought he wanted to like leave at like 9 in the morning, which means you have to be there at 8:76 because it's like 2 hours to get there and stuff. So.
Oh, he thought he was gonna take like a 3 a.m. flight.
I'm like, how are you gonna get
We
there?
talked him into noon. We didn't even leave the house till like 9:30, and then he needed coffee, so we had to go run through the drive-through.
We went through the drive-through, and then some guy tried to jump off the freeway.
Oh yeah, there was some sort of like
freeway.
The
jumper.
10 freeway was closed. We didn't have to go on that freeway, but we had to go past it, so there was lots of traffic.
Right.
He made it. He got on his plane. He made it home, and
the jumper.
Jason.
Oh, Jason.
I don't know what happened with the jumper. I never found anything online about that, so I have no idea.
And this is the week before the surgery. This is the Monday before, like the Saturday before the Monday of the surgery. So we dropped Jason off at the airport.
I will say, even though he wasn't able to be here for the results, super glad he was out here for the distraction. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like all of that went by so fast.
A miserable wreck on the couch.
Yes. And he texted me afterwards after he got home and said, thank you. I needed that more than I knew. So did I. Like, I didn't go out and see my brother last year because I was saving vacation time knowing I was going to have a surgery, and I had a handful of concerts.
And he's a family man. It's hard to pull him away. It's just routines and bath times. Here, we got old Jason back. So,
yes.
It was good, and as soon as you got the tickets, you had something to look forward to. As soon as there was a possibility of Jason, so that took your mind off of, like...
Let me tell you guys, F-Vanth, I just have the one brother. That's it. Like, it's just me and him, and he moved.
I think there was a triplet, but one of them, I think she ate it.
Shut up. Over a decade ago, he moved out to Illinois, and I go out there, now that I have a job that gives me paid vacation time, I take 1 week a year, and I go out there and spend time with his family. But I just wasn't able to do that last year and haven't had time. And not only that, I go out there every year and we find a concert. Like, hey, I want to come visit you. When is there a concert we can go to? And we've gone and seen Less Than Jake and Rehasher. We've gone and seen Descendants. Twice Descendants. Once Less Than Jake and Rehasher. Once Less Than Jake and Bowling for Soup. Like, we always make sure to find a show to go to because that's like what he and I do together. That's our thing. We are our father's children. That's how he brought us up, going to shows, pushing our way to the front. That is what we do. So we do that every year. Having him out here to be able to do that was just like, I ask him constantly. You guys would not believe the amount of times I'm like, I'll fly you out for this.
For years.
I'll fly you out for that. You want to come? I just asked him the other day. I said, hey, I got tickets to see Less Than Jake on August 1st with Suicide Machines and Catbite and Fishbone. Want to come out? I said, bring the whole family. I'll pay for one of the tickets, and I got you all covered on the concert tickets. And he's like, we'll have to see. I constantly, like, if I can have anything, it will be my brother here for a concert.
Try it again, and towards your birthday, be like, I'll fly you out.
They're planning their Mackinac trip, and then they're planning another, like, group family vacation with another friends they have. Anyway, I try.
You did get what you wanted.
I try multiple times a year. I did not expect this to happen. The afternoon that he texted me and said, what day did you want me out there? And I told him, and he said, done. And I was like, nuh-uh. No, like,
it was crazy.
I never expect him to say yes,
on the airplane.
Especially on Valentine's Day.
And then it got foggy and rainy.
Yes, and he almost missed his flight because he flew out of here at 12:37. Right. He flew out of there at 10:34, and he had them mixed up. So he thought he flew out at 12:37 out of Chicago, but it was actually 2 hours earlier than that. But he made it. He made it. We did it. It was amazing, and I loved it. And then surgery Monday. I'm feeling good, guys. I see a couple of you guys asking. I am now doing well. It was a very lazy week of like laying on the couch recovering, trying not to feel like dopey and out of it and uncomfortable, but I survived.
I do have the DVR set, so you can go ahead and rewind back a little bit if you guys want to get any updates.
I thought you were talking about a DVR of the surgery.
No. For Crystal, if you want any of the updates, you can rewind back and listen to the beginning. We did give like a super big update, but everything's good for right now.
And Stripers, there's a Stripers update.
So it's the waiting game. And there's cats in the pictures who also haven't gotten food yet.
No, they haven't. Yeah, so like Dan said, it's the waiting game. March 4th in the afternoon at like 4:30, I get my results. I will go back to Santa Clarita and we'll find out what happened and what our next steps are. So that's about all the update I have.
Yes. Okay. So...
It's still blowing back onto the counter. I want it to blow out.
A little bit. Not only that, it's like kind of like collecting water.
Yeah, it's condensating.
Yeah, it's condensating.
That's not it. Can you close that? Because the sun's reflecting off the window and absolutely blinding me.
After it gets to like 3:30 or so,
even just like 6 inches,
it starts bouncing off the neighbor's window.
That's good.
And coming back into the house here.
Linda loves a pizza pillow as well. That is from Brittany.
Yeah,
thank you, Brittany.
I carried it on my lap all the way from Novi.
You did.
All the way from Novi to here.
Oh, now I looked over there and all I see are sunspots.
Yeah, sorry about that. I know you don't do light very well.
No, I'm melting a little bit on the inside. So yeah, I'm doing good. Stripers is doing good. I had lots of fun with my brother. Check Instagram for photos and video of what happened.
Yes.
That's all.
Okay.
Do you want some dinner, Mooch?
I think they probably do want some dinner.
Okay.
All right. So my little Dan thing is fun. I do like it. Let's see if we can zoom in more. Mostly, honestly, I'm just learning. I don't know what's the word, Crystal, for what I'm doing. Like I'm learning to like.
Fucking around.
What's that?
Fucking around.
But I'm just learning to like. Okay, so like I was able to like get it, measure it, adapt it to it, put a hole in it, put a drainage thing in here,
I'm making a lot of custom.
I've been making a lot of things. Right. So I've been learning just to like if I could do this, how would I do it? And then I did it. It's a little bit big, but I thought that was kind of fun for the humidifier. Okay. Yeah, I was just messing around, trying to like, oops, trying to learn how to do this.
Can we talk for a second about how great Chewy is? We ordered all our cat food on Chewy, and we got a case yesterday that was completely smashed. Oh, can you do the zoom in one?
Yes, I'm coming. But now this is a loud mic over here. Here it goes. Okay, hold on. I'm coming.
Someone asked what kind of beer you had earlier. It's Sapporo.
Yeah, it's just like a Japanese beer.
Good, bud? I don't even know if I'm going to be able to open this. We'll have to see how it goes. But some of the cans were opened. The whole thing was smashed. And it was a 24-pack. And I got on like, hey, I can't feed my cats some of these because they were open. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'll get a replacement out to you right away. And they're sending me 24 more cans. Like the whole case that I got is being replaced. So if you guys don't use Chewy, they're an amazing company in more ways than one.
And then they asked about your cats.
And then they did ask how the cats were doing. And I told them, well, they're doing great. And they're really excited because they can smell the open cat food in this case. So yeah, they're great. And I recommend them. Moochy. Uh-oh. Chris wants a word with you.
Wow.
You'll have to look on the screen.
It says, this week Amanda was driving and you jumped in her lap. Very forward of you. The keychain broke, lol. Ooh, okay, I will send you a replacement keychain. I do have one of those. And if you notice, the keychain has a smile on its face. That was already there. Okay.
Brittany, I don't know what you're talking about, the cursed Mr. Hanky photo. Dan, do you know what she's referencing?
It slips my mind.
So Dan forgave the cursed Mr. Hanky photo. He says, no, dude, no need for a replacement. I was just being obnoxious.
Aww.
He says, we're done with it. It's fine. We were just waiting for it to break so we could throw it away.
I get it. All the cats are everywhere. Okay. I got some cat bowls.
I closed Blake's door so stripers can't go hide.
I did get some new cat bowl colors up on the side. There's like a new neon green on there. Or the cat
glow in the dark.
And a glow in the dark, and a black and a red, and a white. Hey, Gremlin.
As long as it's not that really smelly Swedish tin fish that's been opened, it should be fine. I just don't know how long it was open for and how exposed to the air any of it was, so I did not want to give it to the cats.
It's been warm out here.
But
It's alright. The sealed ones will keep.
Yeah, a lot of them are really mashed up like this one, but I was able to open this can. I just like wanted the couple of cans that were smashed open replaced. Like they sell single cans, but I'm not gonna say no to a whole brand new 24 pack.
I know, right? We do have a lot of cats.
There was another time I got a case of food, and when I opened it up, it was missing a can. Like the case was perfectly sealed.
Someone was hungry. Oh yeah.
It was sealed all the way up. Like the cardboard was not ripped open, but just a can was missing. And so I reached out to Fancy Feast directly, not Chewy, because it wasn't their fault. It was a sealed case. And I let them know, like, again, hoping, like, can I just get a coupon for a free can? I buy a lot of cat food. I would like to get my money's worth. And they sent me a coupon for a free case, like, $45 value.
That's good.
That was pretty handy. So Fancy Feast, also a very good company. They sent me a whole stack of coupons. I think I still have some in my purse.
Where's Mama Cat go? Mama Cat!
She was on the bed.
She ran off somewhere. Mama Cat, come here.
We've been doing this with our food lately where we mix it with water till it's like kind of soupy, and it's really helped limit the amount of vomiting after they eat. If you guys have issues with your cat's throwing up a lot, you might want to try that.
Oh,
and
adding the water? That's not good.
And Stripers needs it extra soupy because he has no teeth. Wait. I'm still balancing out.
Divvying it out.
Yeah. The spoon doesn't hold as much as I would like it to. So I have to give
The gremlin's like, hurry up, we gotta go! I know, buddy. I gotta lock him in the bedroom because he eats too fast. So, and Mommy Cat's been eating up here lately. So I grabbed those two.
And then Mooch gets to lick this clean because it slows him down. There you go.
Alright, come on, gremlin.
Rizzo eats up here because she eats slowly and everybody will get her food. You took the one that was for Mooch. Alright. Hey, bud. You want some food? Where's Topi? Topes! I'm gonna tell your cats I said psst, psst. There you go, Roxy girl. You can't eat under the chair. Striper's is still on his bed. What else is happening? Probably easier just to send a box. Oh yeah, talking about the cat food. Alright, let me see if I can get Stripes to eat. This one is soupier. Stripers is still having some mouth issues, so I've been adding the little chewer tubes. Actually, we're at chewer collectibles now. By the way, Hannah, like, I think when Mooch had his surgery, you sent a case of the chewer tubes. Thank you so much for that. That got Stripers through more unable to eat time than it did Mooch, to be honest. The tubes are more scented. The smell is stronger, so that will usually convince Stripers to eat a little bit more than just food will. I don't know where Topo is. Also, I lost my Dan. Living vicariously through you, please give all the kitties love from me. Always. They all get so much love. And they definitely repaid it while I was laid up on the couch recovering. They were all piled on me. Mostly for warmth, and then I'd fall asleep and wake up way too hot because all the cats were on me. Oh, wait, what happened? Who didn't get food? What is happening? Mooch didn't get his yet. Rox, where'd you go? You're failing me and nobody's getting their food. Half of them are done. Half of them haven't even had their food yet. What is happening? Topo! Oh my gosh. Come on, Dopey. Here, eat your food. Okay. Hang on, I gotta get Stripes' food. This house is chaos. A little bit.
I found one over there.
You left and
Somebody
like
didn't eat over here.
yeah, because I don't think Baxter got food. He
Baxter's-
ate Roxy's, so then I put that down for Roxy, but Baxter's over here.
I
I
got
don't know
Roxy.
what's happening. Roxy girl, here, eat your food, bud. Come around my Okay, she ate some, and then Baxter came over and got that bowl, because I think Baxter didn't
You
get
want to try to eat that?
because you never came back.
Dude, sometimes when you're at work, they just like win. I was with the gremlin. I was like, he was with me.
They're asking if Gremlin's just going to be his name forever.
Yeah, that's my gremlin. He's chaos. It's chaos. It's chaos.
Roland, you gotta learn how to keep it in your mouth without those teeths. Got it? Alright. Who's sneezing?
Yeah, sometimes it gets chaos when it's dinner time. Sometimes it's organized.
Well, you didn't come back. That was what threw me off. Hi, would you like some of this?
We'll see if Roxy wants any of this.
I think she was done. I think Baxter needs more because he only ate her leftovers.
Okay.
There you go. The girls get the soup this time. Did you get the pizza cereal? I did not. Did you? It was, if you guys missed it, Cinnamon Toast Crunch had pizza flavored Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and you had to enter to win it. And I did not. None of us. My mom, Blake, Dan, and I all entered, and none of us got it. No, I was too. No, you had plenty of time. You just had to enter to win it, and then they would tell you if you won it. I think you had like 3 days to enter or something. Oh, AJ says, I love you, Mr. Dan and Miss Crystal. Your biggest fan, AJ. Oh, AJ, I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, he's all grown up now.
He is. He's like halfway to an adult.
AJ's probably in college.
We're getting there. We're gonna have to start super chatting for his college fund.
I know, right? Hi, happy Saturday.
Okay. I need a little streamer's room break.
Make sure that everyone's good first.
Did you eat all your food, buddy? You ate almost all of it. Good boy. Good boy, Stripes. You want some more? Very fresh. Look that clean. I see F Vamp asking Cyber Husky about the contest she was in with the dogs. If you guys missed it, I know Wilton had posted about it. She finally won one of her photo contests. You guys helped to vote, and we got her the win. And Cyber Husky also won her photo contest. I don't remember what her prize was. Cyber Husky, I saw it pop up. I took some screenshots so I could post it, and then with everything going on, it just didn't happen. But congratulations to both Wilton and Cyber Husky. And if you guys enter photo contests, like, please send me the information and I will post it for you. I always post Cyber Huskies because she does a Facebook, and then I can link everybody there. Wilton usually makes a post of hers, and then I'll post reminding everybody. But yeah, Wilton's posted a few of them. Yeah, Wilton does, I think her electric company does a photo contest, and she always enters them, and sometimes Facebook doesn't notify me about things right away. And so I'll go in there because it will finally notify me, and then there's like 10 posts in there that I didn't get any notifications for. So yeah, that time we finally got it early enough, and enough people voted for her. And usually it's free, you don't have to sign up for anything, you just click the vote button and move on with your life and help somebody out. So
Don't mind if I do.
I think she gets a discount on her electric bill or something. And she enters them a lot, so if you guys see those posts up on Facebook, please click and vote and help our friends out. We all want to save some money, especially on our damn electric bill.
I know, and you live way out there too, so I imagine you guys have to like hop on an exercise bike in the morning.
To generate the electricity.
Is that how you
a lot
lost?
cheaper if they did.
Well, that's how you lost all that weight. And then when you're done, it's all stored up. And then, like in the summertime, you can go out there to that little windmill thing. You know, like the little ones, not the big, huge city ones we have out here.
Right.
The little ones, and you spin it. And it's all and then you like get your little like. Boo! The one little lights. Bzz, 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 bzz.
Cyber Husky won a $500 product credit with the photographer. That's amazing. That's a great prize.
Dang.
So yeah, just know, like, the RFS Fam is behind you guys. If you want to enter a contest, we'll help you out.
She's gonna use it to take those risque photos.
The boudoir photos. Okay, let me get a drink.
Yeah, $50 bill credit's rad. I'll take it. We're not living in Alaska bush here. They're going into overtime. Whew. Do you remember like there's an REM video, Shiny Happy People, and the guy was pedaling in the background the whole time, and at the like breakdown they gave him like some lemonade and a little thing to wipe his head off, and then he pedaled the background.
I do not remember that. I remember that there was a video.
It was him and Kate Pearson from the B-52s, which we saw the B-52s the other day.
She looked great. They all looked great.
They were seeming pretty dang good for being in their 70s, I think. Most of them were in their 70s. 2 out of the 3 were like in their 70s. So yeah, way to go. We are booking our hotel for Chantilly next week. Is it next week or the week after? When is it? When is it? When is it? Do-do-do-do-do. Dentist Monday, okay, so it's like in 2 weeks. Jeepers. Okay. Rock Lobster. They didn't play any Rock Lobster. They played I think they just did a full
Love Shack.
Love Shack. They were Tin Roof Rusty. But I think they just did full Love Shack. And that was it. At this point, it takes a little blue pill to get the B-52s to the Love Shack, baby. I thought the Love Shack was just a hangout place. Crystal says it was something else. I think you can play the squeeze box there. We will be there the 15th and the 16th. Nice. Yeah, after that Tin Roof Rusty. They were good. They were good. So yeah, I guess I'll be flying out in a couple weeks. All these airplanes are crashing at airports that I was at last year, so that's fun. That's fun. Yes. So anyway, okay, so I did all that Red Bull stuff and it went really, really, really great. The Gremlin escaped. Yeah, Gremlin's around here somewhere. I let him out the back. I let him out the back bedroom, so he's around here somewhere. Gremlin! 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 He's a comer. Come on, my Gremlin! There you are. It's my Gremlin! My Gremlin! He's learned to take the Dan kisses. All the cats have. They have to go through a ritual. Come here, Roxy girl! We'll cuss word you then. Dan, you missed it. I decided I'm going to build a desk because I can't find one the size I want for a decent price. But then you have to buy wood. But do it. It's not pretty easy, but like I think it's all just like boxes in different shapes. Huh, it's just shapes. It's just shapes. Cyber Husky said stuff. Did you say word? My Joey Gladstone wood is awful. What did you say, Cyber Husky? I'm so thankful that Crystal can post on Facebook for me. I've tried having a Facebook account, but it was disabled after Facebook accused me of having a fake account. Well, stop having fake accounts. What's your problem, Cyber Husky? Cyber Husky is cyber scamming. You should teach him to thumb wrestle, Dan. He hides stuff in his little chameleon hands. He'll go try to bury it in the litter box. Hey, Gremlin, come here. Come here, Gremlin. You do listen very well. Take that, Sarah Carson. Boom! Who's got the fun cats now? Hey, listen to me. Jump through the hoop. Do it. Jump through the hoop. All right, maybe it's a little harder than it looks. Jump through the hoop. Look. Oh! I just jumped through my hoop. Oh my gosh. I just jumped through my own hoop. Huh. Oh, good boy. Oh my gosh. I just jumped through the hoop again. Oh. No wonder they do this stuff. Oh my gosh. Dude, you want one? You can jump through the hoop. I'll have one for you. Oh my gosh. This is great. Obeying pays off. So, I did a review on this heat blanket, and it does pretty well. They like the heat blanket. Oh, are you gonna get the cat? Get him. Get him. Hold on. I can't make the camera go that fast. Get her. There was a headlock. Oh, Dan, I know. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. Everything is blurry on the screen. I'm not sure who's going to be at the Strawberry Festival for the concert this year in Plant City, Florida. Ooh, I hope you have fun at the Strawberry Festival. If you're going to go, that'll be good.
I saw that.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. I was goofing. Oh, did you watch me? Did you see all the treats I got from jumping through the hoop?
I did not.
Oh, I jumped through my own hoop, and then I was giving myself treats for it. It was great. That's how I get more candy. Okay, you may continue on the chat here.
John said he got a 125-year-old roll-top desk. Amazing. Growing up, my parents had one. Do you remember the roll-top desk?
Yes.
When my mom moved out of here and we took over this house, the roll-top desk stayed.
Yes.
And I thought, we're going to use this roll-top desk. I love this thing. Like, I always told my parents, like, when it goes down and your stuff needs to be divvied up, I want that desk. Like, F my brother, I want that desk.
And it's only for, like, bill pay. Like, you roll it up, you pay the bills.
But you can't put a monitor in one of those.
We tried to put a monitor on there now.
It's so unfunctional for today's uses of a desk that we ended up... I think my old man Joe bought it from us for, like, $100.
Oh, he's like, my desk from when I was a kid.
He swears he didn't. But, like... I was honestly shocked yesterday. He asked me, hey, how is your brother doing? Like, he remembered that my brother came out. Doesn't remember anything ever, like, 2 minutes later. So I think he might still have my roll-top desk. I didn't see it in their house when we went over there.
I'm back. I couldn't see the launch very well. Aw, boo.
Is Lady GD13 still here?
Probably.
If you're here, please
She just oh-wowed me.
Please check in. Did she? Oh, she is. There she is.
Yeah, I was doing dog tricks, and they were like... Oh wow! Oh wow! Was oh my gosh! Oh,
Short Dolphin wants to know if we have a quart of dis. Do you?
Excuse me?
Do you have a quart of dis?
We don't use it though. It's stale. You should join the. You should no.
Lady GD13. First of all, I love your posts.
I try, but no.
Your Instagram is one of my favorites. I love when you post, and I don't watch a lot of stories, but I always watch yours. If you can find a way to make it happen, get those Beyonce tickets, girl.
No,
do it.
She gave us her Beyonce money.
I'm just saying. I know, like, life is uncertain, and you never know what tomorrow's gonna bring, but that is the reason why you should get the Beyonce tickets. I'm just saying. You never regret the things you did as much as you regret the things you didn't do.
But she liked me, so she put a burger
She said, I'm definitely tempted. No more super chats.
No more super chats.
I don't know, like, how quickly they sell out, but... friend.
Probably fast.
You'll regret it if you don't.
You know,
I promise you. And then you'll spend too much money to go see her later when it's more money, like I just did with Blake.
That's all that you.
Melissa Willis is also encouraging you to get the tickets.
Just that we made it home. Yahoo! What a turnaround.
Dang, that's a busy day. I hope you enjoyed your game. It was good. We watched it.
Yeah, it was fun.
John says the biggest problem he's found with it is that being that old, it doesn't exactly have suitable holes to stick electric lamp cords through. Yeah, it's just, they're so beautiful. And ours had, I don't know how standard, like, the build is on a roll-top desk, but it had the shelves across the top that were little, like, 3x5 card size. What the hell do you put in that these days?
Yeah, you put your, like, harmonica notes in there, you know, where you read it. And then you read, like, what's on the postcard.
I think we had 3x5 cards in it that I bought for Blake when he was in high school to make Spanish flashcards, which we still have because I couldn't bring myself to throw them away. And that was it. Like, we still have that same stack of 3x5 cards from when Blake was in high school, and he's 23 now. Like, it just was not functional for our lifestyle at all. I would way more rather have Dan's rolling stand-up desk than the roll top at this point. But I will always, like, if I'm ever in a, like, thrift store or antique store and I see a roll top desk, I will always stop and appreciate it. They're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful, and I'm envious that you have one and you're trying to make it work.
What do you think of my damn hood?
And I like it.
It's so dumb.
It is. Terry says, go to the show, get the tattoo, eat at the nice restaurant. Life is too short. I mean, within reason. Like, when Dan walked out and quit his job with no warning, I was kicking myself because the previous week I had spent $16 on a blanket. Like, I'm so, like, stuck on that from that time that I still remember.
You bought a Snuggie?
That yellow blanket at the foot of the bed on that box, that was $16 that I would not have spent had I known you were going to be unemployed the next week. My mom, by the way, just commented on Facebook. She must be watching. Yes, Joe did buy it. Yes, the old man has just throw that on the ground. It's fine. I'll get it. Has the roll top desk somewhere in his house. We did a whole tour of his house. There was a lot of stuff in there. His wife's a collector, so I don't recall seeing it. Maybe he got rid of it.
Hey,
but...
Jess, are you still here? No, I'm sure he's probably has it. It's probably in his woodworking shop at his house.
I'm just glad it went to somebody who can appreciate it and isn't gonna like refinish it and paint it pink.
If you want the Discord link, probably the quickest way to get it is just to go to any of the videos, and I think it's in the description for Jess's, like, the Snow Dogs one. Okay. Thanks for the push, everyone. You mean, thanks for the, like, pressure. Now it's too late.
I wanted to say something on your post, but
I did.
It comes across. We talked about it. It comes across better in person.
Check this out.
And I didn't want to pressure. I don't know other people's financial situation, and at one point I regretted buying a $16 blanket. So I don't know what the tickets go for. I don't know what your financial or employment situation looks like, but I will always tell you to have the experience when you have the opportunity, if you can find a way to make it happen.
Jess, look. I replaced the thing, the thing for the humidifier, and then
You know it has an off knob, right? You don't just unplug it to shut it off.
Look, and now it blows steam out the top of the fan head. Look, this is
going to get her Discord link.
This is what I did. This is what I did while you were driving home.
She's laughing at you. And there is the Discord link.
Now I need to make one for the Instapot. Who wants to? Yeah.
It's now pinned, and I can see even less on the screen. Great. Chris says his grandfather built a roll top desk that was in his parents' house for decades. It was gorgeous. They really are. Made with real wood, not like IKEA press board.
They paid all the bills except for the power bill on that thing.
There you go. Wilton with the Remember Super Chat, thank you, friend, as always, for supporting us and for being here. For those who haven't noticed, we've gone back to putting up daily videos on YouTube again. Just not the boring personal life stuff. It's still roadside attractions, but now also the cats and our husky. That's awesome, and I don't know that I would say that your personal life stuff was boring. Your weight loss adventure is amazing. If you guys have not seen her lately, she looks amazing. Not only do you physically look amazing having lost the weight, you look happier. Like, your smile feels more genuine. You look like you're more happy in your own body, and that means more than whatever the scale says. So I'm proud of you. Good job.
Yeah, go watch the videos.
And Chris says Amish Grandpa did not build with flat screen monitors in mind. No,
we tried to put a tiny flat screen on there, and it just didn't fit. It was just there. It just didn't fit. It looked cool, though. We had it for a while. Yeah, I found Topo. Were you looking for Topo?
He was locked in Blake's room when food was being handed out.
I'm sorry, Topo. What? Am I in trouble? Am I in trouble, Topo boy?
Chris says, oh, dude, Wilton is killing it. You should be proud, friend. Yes, you absolutely should. I did see earlier she said she had to go exercise, too. So I'm proud of you for keeping on top of that, because as I mentioned earlier, my doctor's not happy with me for exercising. Or for
Put us on your Peloton.
Exercising.
Put us on your Peloton.
Hey, could you get out of there? There's nothing in there for you. Knock it off.
Well, he does whatever he wants.
You know, he
does whatever he does. He is kind of like a mooch.
Sam says, did you read my last message? No.
Why didn't you make the message your last message? Then we would have read that one.
You should make a crystal humidifier top and make the holes in the top, then it'll look like angry crystal blowing off steam. I was thinking that would be more like true to life than Dan blowing off steam. Also, that's a little sloppy there.
What?
A little crooked.
You're the one that cuts my hair. How about the other stuff that I did in there?
I'm impressed. You bored out a hole beautifully.
Yep, that's what she said.
Melissa shoveled 4 feet of snow 3 days ago for exercise. Oh, you're done for like a month then. You don't have to exercise until March. We do a lot of stuff. The last week I've spent on the couch, and honestly, most of the last month I've just been in this weird limbo of how do I even live my life?
Like this unhappy cocoon.
Yeah, for quite a few months.
It's been unhappy.
But there's a lot of go, and it's hard. When do I find the time to get on a treadmill? And I'm not going outside to walk. We had the treadmill out for months, and then one day I came home and Dan had put it away.
Yeah.
He'd given up on us.
Who wants to walk on a treadmill? Who wants to walk on a treadmill when you might be walking into the valley of the shadow of death? So, you weigh that. And because of that, I bought her 2 pints of ice cream.
You did.
Good ice cream, too.
Also, you picked me up from surgery with 2 new pairs of socks.
I did.
And some Fairly Odd Parents socks, even though I never watched Fairly Odd Parents.
I asked a lady in her mid-20s if she knew who Richard Simmons was, because that's who was on the socks. And she's like, I have no idea. Then I proceeded to educate her on Richard Simmons. And just,
she didn't care.
Just the glaze. The glaze.
Wilton says that her doctor keeps reminding her that she's still in the morbidly obese category, she thinks I'm going to call this good enough. Of course not. You move your head.
Oh,
right.
sorry.
There you go.
Sorry.
I still have another 120 pounds or so left to lose. Well, you're doing great, and don't worry about what your doctor says, because as we discussed, a lot of doctors really suck. You're doing great. I'm proud of you, even if she's not. Adele says she's also on her own weight loss journey too. Nothing more motivating than planning your own wedding and realizing there are going to be photos taken.
Will you live stream your wedding like Sarah did?
Sarah, Adele, were you around for that? Sarah used to be Sarah Greeling?
Fast Talking Sarah.
Fast Talking Sarah.
Yeah.
When she became Sarah Jameson and married Drew, she live streamed her wedding. I believe it happened during still pandemic times, but we got to watch her wedding. So, the RFS Fam is behind you, and even though it might be the middle of the night, we will watch your wedding. Trace says, remember, don't lose weight. Throw that S away. You don't want to go find that stuff later. True. Very true. Yep, Chris says we got to virtually attend Sarah's wedding. Adele has considered it. Well, just know, we will watch.
Do it so we can watch.
And if we get to see it, we are obligated to send a wedding gift. Maybe monetarily, because it's expensive to mail stuff to you. That box is still around here somewhere. We're going to have to repurchase stuff. We're going to put it in a bubble mailer. It's just, what's been going on the last few months. It's life. But we still have
How long can you
pickle Nick for you.
We do. It's the last one we do. It's still good.
It's still good.
It's pickled.
For your mom.
It's pickled.
It's pickled?
It's pickled for mom.
Yes, absolutely. It'll get to you eventually. We only heckle during weddings if it's deserved. Right. It's not until September next year, so I have time to work it all out.
So it's going to be all hot.
Just make a YouTube channel, you put a camera up there. The place you're getting married might offer that service. Since pandemic times, that is a little more standard of an option.
How many alligators are you renting?
Kangaroos, Dan. Kangaroos. Terry said she might want to find some weight somewhere. Yeah, you could use a good 30 pounds.
Terry tried to build her GAT resume.
Our location is all DIY. I love that. Is it in the bush? The Australian bush.
Because the upside down one makes it better. Or do you need more? I didn't set up any of our lighting or anything.
Terry, did you have a stroke? What does that mean? Please, I announce a wedding, reckless the crap out of it. What? Huh? Linda, you would be shocked if you saw, the amount and the quality of what Terry eats. Terry's not over there eating salads trying to stay, 90 pounds soaking wet. Terry is an amazing cook. Dude, she made macaroni and cheese, and she must have put, 5 pounds of cheese in it. It was so gluttonously delicious.
Terry eats with elbows out.
Absolutely.
Terry does. Yeah. Terry's elbow out.
Terry does not have a shortage of incoming calories. She just has the fastest metabolism known to man.
She'll finish before you every time.
And she'll have seconds.
And she'll look at your food afterwards.
And you'll want seconds, and then be like, I can't afford to eat more calories. And Terry's just like, F it. Where's it gonna go? I wish it would. Adele says, considering we have crocodiles and not alligators, I would say none.
Well, that's a croc.
Oh, Terry said, if I announce a wedding, heckle it. Absolutely, I got you. Linda, I'm with you. Man, you hit your 40s, and where does your metabolism go? It's just gone. You can't just eat a bunch of crap.
What a wide view today that we're on right here. Look at this. Look at this wide view.
Adele says her wedding is a country feel. I love it.
Well, yeah.
I'm sure it'll be beautiful. I've seen like the family photos you have on your Facebook that are adorable. Like, is that the bush? Do you go out in the bush?
Yep. Boomerangs and barbecue.
Is the bush green or desert?
It's desert.
Is it?
It's desert. It's boomerangs and barbecues.
But yeah, like your family photos out in like the greenery, they're so adorable, and everybody's all like wearing not matching but coordinating outfits. You guys are so adorable.
And her husband, yeah, it's gonna be great. It'll be great. You gotta live stream it.
Terry said she might even finish your plate. Not Dan's. Dan's over here scooping off everybody else's.
She's like, I'm gonna finish your plate.
Yeah, she had 3 siblings. What do you want? You gotta fight for food with that.
Do you guys remember the video where we hunted for Easter eggs?
She threw elbows.
Oh my god, it was like 4th and long, or 4th and short, and she just like put me into the ground.
The only person that can mess with Terry is me, so she'll take everybody else out.
Bush is desert here. Okay, it's here.
And Brittany members. I thought Blake was coming over. Blake wanted to bake some like sandwich bread.
Dude, it's getting like we've been streaming for like 2 hours. Did you get your fill?
I'm almost done talking.
Did you get your streamer fill yet? Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now. Maybe this is about tomorrow's cooking video. Let's see. I had the day off and then...
my mama said, you look better today than yesterday. Yes, I woke up this morning no longer in that weird cloud. Like, they tell you you'll feel the effects of anesthesia for a little bit. I did not expect it to be like the whole week. Maybe I'm just not cut out for like that kind of drug. Like... Oh man, that made me so cloudy-headed. I went to work yesterday and I just felt so out of it.
Thursday, you were just like cloudy.
Monday and Tuesday, I slept most of the night Monday, most of the day Tuesday, and then was just not could not think on my toes, form sentences quickly, any of that. This morning was the first day I woke up and was like, oh, I feel back to myself. I got up and like cleaned up the house and did stuff. So yeah, definitely I should have waited one more day before going back to work. Friday was not the day. Adele with the counter argument that Australian bushland is usually green. You guys clearly live in different spots in Australia because Stephanie said it's desert.
I imagine everybody knows each other in Australia because when I look at the globe, it's like this.
It's huge, and people only live in like certain spots.
But
most
there's
of it's
nothing in between
barren.
but a fence, right? So they all have to know each other.
Adele says the photos on her Facebook are taken in pine forest. It's going to be the same photographer though, so it will turn out great.
Good.
She looks forward to our year photos just to see what I've dressed everyone in. Yeah, it's adorable. Without being too like, like on Instagram, the like influencer moms where like everybody's wearing the same thing and all 5 of my boys have the same plaid shirt. Like your family doesn't look like that. They're just like coordinated and cute and you look put together. My family has never looked like that.
Well, yeah, you guys are all ginger, so you kind of look the same. So that's coordination.
Oh my god.
That's considered coordination. What state are you in, Adele? Adele's in Australia, just like you.
That's not a state.
It's just the thing.
You were still Loopy Friday? What did they give you, a Bill Cosby pudding pop? I don't know.
Dude, Chris, I think so, man. She was pretty out of it.
And
she wasn't out of it. She was just like quiet.
When I got put under the first time, they just gave me like the first stuff to make you relax.
Right.
That made me kind of like subdued through the weekend, but I was fine to go back to work on Monday. It was no big deal. This one, like, oh man, just not feeling good the whole week. I don't like that feeling. Like, just it feels like something's like holding my head back or something. I don't know how to describe it.
Oh, I'm in trouble. Australia has states. Can you name all 50 Australia states then?
Stephanie is in Western Australia and says it's all dry there. Apparently there's pine forest wherever Adele is. We could never do matching outfits. Everyone has different preferences in what they're comfortable in and what suits them. And that's probably why it looks so good, because you like cater to that instead of just like, wear this picture perfect outfit so we're all matchy-matchy. Your family's adorable. Did I mention that? I love you guys. Adele is in, what is this?
South Australia?
They say the anesthesia Scott wouldn't wear off fully for 3 days. I wonder how long the human version is. At least 3 days. Four? Monday to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Last night I was feeling okay on the couch. Like, I came home from work and it definitely physically felt better to, like, lay on the couch and relax.
It always feels good when you leave work and, like, I'm not going back. And you feel always 10% better. But you did...
Also, like, I hadn't worn jeans or a bra for a week.
You did...
And so, like, having to do that was
I'm concerned that when you have your big surgery, that's the end of you. We're going to see feral Crystal.
I'm concerned that that's the end of me because all Dan tried to feed me was fast food. So if I gained 50 pounds after my surgery, you're going to want to know why.
You made me hit a sharp right after surgery so you could have...
I need a milkshake.
I need a milkshake and I need a milkshake and I need deep fried rectangles.
Jack in the Box has breakfast all day. I got hash browns and French toast sticks. But the next 2 days, you also only brought me fast food. So Wednesday, I had to get up and make dinner because I
but at some point, you hopped up off the couch and you gravitated to the fast food and you're all...
Because look, when it's there...
And then back to the couch.
When it's there and I don't have to think about, making food,
I deliberately shoved a bunch of happy food into you so you get back to the couch. Otherwise, you were going to run around and make a bunch of food.
But I had to on Wednesday. It was a little difficult, but I needed real food. Okay, Stephanie's bush is sandy. You might want to clean that out.
Ours is too, though. That's the thing. Ours is more like that. It's all deserty here and a lot of loose sand. A lot of loose sand here.
Adele says definitely the outback is desert. Bushland
is the green. Okay.
Linda says when she had surgery, the stuff hit her hard too. On the way home, she was told she was looking at her hair going, I didn't know I had split ends. I think right afterwards I was okay. It was just like I didn't feel too weird right afterwards. I wanted a milkshake so badly. Damn, Jack in the Box has really good milkshakes, by the way.
Let's go get one. That sounds good.
Did I not just complain about how much fast food you made me eat in 3 days?
But it's a milkshake, it's different.
And I had... restaurant food, but then fast food after that. What did we get? Did we get fast food?
You guys showed up with...
We were going to get Del Taco because they don't have Del Taco where Jason lives. Yeah. We just wanted the damn chili cheese fries. Yeah. And we pulled up to the Del Taco drive-thru after the concert.
Midnight?
Yeah.
Right up the street.
And they're like, we don't have service right now. And I was like, all right, sorry. And then I drove out and Jason's like, why'd you say sorry? They didn't have food. I don't know.
He's so mad because
I said sorry.
The next day, we got Del Taco.
Yes, we did get him his chili cheese fries from Del Taco that he hasn't had in years.
Yeah, we did.
Jess, I was actually thinking about prepping, freezer things, legit. Dan, look, anytime I asked for anything 3 times, Dan did it. He definitely, was on top of doing the things I needed.
I need a letter grade in school. I need a letter grade on a report card of what happened.
Do you want me to be honest?
I want to be honest.
Like a B.
Where did I drop the ball?
Feeding me. Okay, if I ask for something, you do it. But, when you were recovering, I was like, hey, let me make you something. Let me do this. Let me get you this. And, was really on top of, making sure you had what you needed or offering you things you needed before you asked for it.
Right.
You just, went and got fast food a bunch.
Did I not offer you enough ice cream choices?
That might have been the problem.
Would you have let me make you an egg burrito?
Yeah, but I would probably have to tell you how to do it. Between now and surgery, we definitely should
we should
prep
practice
some meals.
I'm gonna zip tie your legs and your mouth shut, and then you let me try to feed you for a day, and then we'll see how I did again.
The other thing is I have a hard time allowing other people to prepare my food.
Right. So I just kind of
But when I'm not feeling you should have shown up with some pasta and not
Well,
would you give me a bean and cheese burrito? I need an actual sustenance, not just fried food and bean and cheese burritos from Taco Bell.
Olive Garden doesn't have a drive-through.
That you can do pickup though. No, you could have made. Did we not just discover we have 7 boxes of my favorite Aldi pasta?
I don't think if I started making food, you would have gotten up on the couch. Also, you said none of these words at all while you were just mukbanging the French toast sticks.
Look, you asked me if I wanted French toast while I was struggling to feed the cats, and then I called you back and said, no, I don't need any more of that. I was ready on my
It was 20 minutes later.
Can you move one way or the other because you're standing right in front of the chat that I
can't
see?
Okay. Hold on.
There you go.
Okay. Is that...
Yeah.
Oh, wait, but now I'm in front of the loud microphone.
I think most people, especially when you're, recovering from a surgery, if food shows up, you're gonna eat it. I'm not mad that you brought me food. I'm mad that there was not better options. I didn't necessarily need a salad, but I didn't need fried food and bean and cheese burritos.
Next time, maybe you could express this at least 1%.
I didn't want to be rude. You were trying, but then I would ask for stuff and you would forget, just regular life. So. I'm just saying, maybe tone down the ADD a little bit and make some homemade meals. We're freezing stuff. Don't worry about it. We're making, enchiladas and, I don't know. Jess says she told you to make potato soup. She was even rooting for you. Look, Terry made me potato soup once. I made the potato soup. You can make the potato soup. It's not that hard.
I just want you to know that you're now on camera saying that I can make the potato soup, because if I were to do any of that stuff, you'd be
I'm
like,
making it ahead of time and freezing it.
You'd be like, you don't know how to do it, and then you would get off the couch and go do it.
No, like the first or second time I made it, I walked Terry through it because it was after my first surgery and I was struggling physically.
But I had nothing else to do but to sit here and take care of you, and yet you expressed no. You gave you're like one of those things that you order and you get it and like it didn't come with any instructions. Like you gave me no.
You've known me for 20 years.
Yeah, and I know that you don't you've never let me prepare a meal for you ever. You've never let me touch a meal, make you a sandwich, make you a grilled cheese, ever. Ever.
Because I make them better.
Right. So why would you think that that would happen now?
But your version of taking care of somebody is just to show up with fast food all the time, which is, look, showing up with fast food is absolutely your love language. If I showed up with fast food...
Wait, hold on. Is there different levels of love language depending on the type of fast food that shows up?
No.
If it's a McDonald's days, I don't care.
When we went to NoFX and we drove home the last night, and at 1 in the morning we stopped at In-N-Out, and you were like, can you get me a burger? And I still had to drive an hour to Nanda's house and then an hour back here, and you were so excited at 3 in the morning to have that In-N-Out burger that was 2 hours old.
Right, and you should have been the same...
Because fast food is absolutely your love language.
Right.
Terry wants to know if you need a bigger shovel for the hole you're digging.
Is Terry? Am I not winning this? Is this not going my way for me?
Shannon concurring that grease and beans was the last thing that I needed. Uncle Yukon says that I know better than to eat your cooking. It's not terrible.
I'm surprised by this.
Jess says you said you were going to make potato soup.
Dude, I was ready to, but she slept and didn't want anything, and then she didn't feel good, and then she ate the burrito, and then she went back to...
Because it just showed up. I was getting up to make right as you walked in the door.
Wait, let me finish your sentence. She was getting up to make a 5-star gourmet meal with truffle cranks. I don't know what kind. I don't know.
You don't know
what is a truffle?
I think it's a mushroom.
Oh yeah, so she was cranking the truffle. But then I showed up with a 59, 79, 99 cent bean burrito from Taco Bell.
2 decades.
From Taco Bell, and she was like, "Oh, I guess I have to eat this now."
It was just there, and you know they taste good, but I don't need that. You knew I didn't need that crap.
There goes your GPA, Dan.
Look what he says, Dan. She was on drugs.
But it was too many. It was so many days later. Also, Crystal, what's for dinner?
Don't worry, Dan. I'm making pasta and sausage. Doris, we do have a Costco membership. I've not been to Costco in a couple of years, so I don't know what they have. I will look into that. But we have a lot of meals we make that would freeze well.
I'm surprised by this. I was ready to get my perfect attendance record and my A+s and my accolades, all of it.
Shannon pointing out, your friend Jess has a cooking channel full of easy recipes you can make, Dan. Terry concurring that my potato soup recipe is amazing. I mean, I didn't create it, but it is a really good recipe.
I can't put garlic on pancakes.
Cyber Husky said, tamales for Crystal, tamales for Crystal, tamales for Crystal.
Dude,
there,
I tried to get her tamales and she didn't want them today, so I'm gonna try to get them tamale. Except for all the tamale makers are gonna be in church
Just
tomorrow.
Talk louder, you'll defend yourself better.
It is.
You asked me at 1 o'clock if I wanted tamales.
In the morning
you
last
said,
night.
Oh, I forgot to get you tamales.
Last night I'm like, I can go out early, and you're like, I don't need tamales. I'm like, but you tell Cyber Husky that.
Brady says you should just concede. You're not winning this one.
Am I out on it? Is this not good for me? Is there anybody on?
Vance says you're gonna need a backhoe to dig yourself out of this hole.
Is there anybody on Dan's side?
Laura Ricci says, be grateful you were fed. When I had surgery, my husband brought me a Tootsie Roll wrapper. That was all. Just the wrapper.
Well,
your current husband. We might have to have words with your current husband, Laura.
Can I take that as being on my side?
Do you want to be on that side?
Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to see if there's anybody pro Dan here.
Just the wrapper? I just shoved it. Doris says Costco has broccoli cheese soup and stuffed peppers and things like that are yummy. Picky eater here. I hate broccoli and don't do stuffed peppers.
I almost got one of those not fresh potato soups, but the ones that are kind of clear with the lid on it.
Yeah,
but it had bacon in it.
And it's nothing compared to my potato soup, so there's no way I would have liked it. I mean, it would have been better than fried and bean burrito. Liquidium pointing out you even edit the cooking videos. You should have accidentally learned how to cook. Trace saying that Jess's French onion soup is the bomb. I don't know if I would do a French onion soup. I don't like onions that much. Even though I've heard it doesn't taste like onions, but...
It's probably pretty good. It'd probably be pretty good. Like the dip, it looked like it was good. I still want potatoes in my soup though. Tomorrow there'll be a new cooking video up though. You guys will check out to see what Jess made next. So that's it.
Jess says, I almost said, be thankful that he brought you fast food. Jamie would starve, which means so would I. I mean, yeah, he knows how to cook. He just really does not enjoy it.
I didn't really bring you fast food. Like I like.
You got yourself fast food, and you were like, I guess I should get this bitch something because she's gonna want to eat, and I guess I don't want to make her have to cook for herself.
It's like you were there.
Yep.
What else? So there's lots of words on the screen. What else happened? Did you hear from Blake?
I have not. That's why I was checking.
Where's he at? Is he at home when you spy on his thingamabob?
He does share his location with me so I can see.
Hot.
He's home. Last thing that happened was I asked him to get the unbleached all-purpose flour.
He might have crashed out. We can always do it tomorrow.
We could.
Maybe we should do a cooking with Dan. We tried that. In fact, Liquidio, I had an HDMI cable ran up the tuchus, and I had a GoPro here, and it was a Dan cam. I was slicing and chopping. Oh man, what a disaster that was. But there's like a half a dozen episodes of us making stuff. I think that's where we made our crunch wraps.
We called it Cooking with Dan, but I mostly picked the recipes and coordinated, and
right.
Dan was the sous chef.
Yeah, if you watch that, you'll realize why I brought her some bean burritos from Taco Bell.
Yeah, Dan.
And I got in double trouble because I didn't use the gift card.
We have like $34 left on this stupid $50 Taco Bell gift card, and we don't even eat Taco Bell.
Let's go get crunch wraps. I'm hungry.
No, their crunch wraps are so sad. I would rather send you to the grocery store to get the ingredients and make good crunch wraps. Dan has left the building. Yeah, the Cooking with Dan, it was hard too, because I think we were doing it on like Wednesdays, and so I'd come home from work and I'd already be hungry. We couldn't start the show until 6 because we had to get everything set up. And like, I'm already ready for dinner now, and then we'd have to do a show. And you see how well the baking goes and how distracted I get, and it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock before we're finally eating dinner. And yeah, that was difficult. This would have been the perfect for trying, will it air fry? Yeah, I have like easy frozen things. He just likes to do fast food. Uncle Yukon says the Cooking with Dan was hilarious, but not good results.
It was not good.
The crunch wraps made it out of there.
We were hungry.
French toast is hard to ruin. Okay, so most of us, like, I feel like we learned how to make French toast, at least maybe, like, girls. I don't know about boys. Like, in, like, junior high, right? You're like a teenager, barely. You learn how to make, like, French toast and fried eggs and, like, a handful of, like, grilled cheese.
All those things are, like, white people food. You know, like, I, like, have, like, a Mexican...
But you can't even make Mexican rice.
There's no such thing as Mexican rice. It's just rice.
Chris posting that Amanda said, Dan, you still took care of Crystal the best you can. You're still a rock star. Thank you.
I don't know, Amanda.
I gave him a B.
I think...
I gave him a B.
Amanda, I think I needed to, like, have, like, a menu, like, with some circles on it, and you can circle... It's okay. This was trial and error.
We're definitely planning ahead a little better for the next one.
We're going to have a menu next time. Look, I even told her to get a bell to ring so I could... Because you know what happened is they shoved something down her throat, and she couldn't talk the next day, and it was glorious, now that we're being honest. It was so great. It was so great. I did whatever I wanted to do, and she was just like... And I was like... Man, it's like the ocean in here.
I hate you. Short Dolphin says, are you saying you're getting rid of getting baked with Crystal? No, absolutely not.
Oh, no.
Obviously, we've not done anything for like the last month because surgery is supposed to be January 31st, and we were going to take the 2 weekends for me to recover because that was on a Friday. And then it was kind of on hold because I didn't know. I called that next Monday after the surgery was supposed to happen and just kind of got the runaround for a bunch of days. And then, I didn't even talk about this part. I finally ended up calling them the Thursday after the first surgery was supposed to happen, and I left a message for the person who schedules the surgery. She called me back when she got back into the office, and she's like, yeah, I have you on the calendar for the 17th. And I'm like, okay, but you didn't tell me that. She's like, yeah, I did. I called you and we talked about it. And I'm like, no, you didn't. I talked to this other girl who wanted to do it on the 11th, and I'm not able to do it that day. And she's like, why would she call you? She doesn't schedule surgeries. And I'm just like, look, I don't know. I'm just telling you what happened, and I didn't talk to you. Well, I texted you too. Okay, I did not get a phone call or a text message. Otherwise, why would I be calling you to find out when my damn surgery is?
Please don't text me.
When my surgery is.
Please don't text me that. Please call and act like you guys dropped the ball and you care.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Maybe I called somebody else and scheduled their surgery.
Seriously, they don't care.
They do not care.
They don't care.
Not even a little bit.
Okay, anyway, so where were we?
Just as I feel like y'all need to do the trend, we listen and we do not judge, or the RFS Fam do a meal train. Oh, that was Brittany. Could the RFS Fam do a meal train somehow? You'd have to send me fast food, and we've already established I don't want that. Jess, I feel like my life is lived as you listen to me and you do not judge. Like, I will tell you what I think. I waited until you asked. I didn't tell anybody else. I didn't run around, like, telling everybody, like, man, Dan sucks at this. Like, I just dealt with it. But
Dealt with it. Oh.
Definitely the thought in my head was, we're definitely going to have to prepare more if I'm going to be on the couch for, like, 2 months. Like, I need to plan for my survival. Terry says, oh, I'm judging. Absolutely.
Did you hear back from Blake?
Did not. Whoa, where'd it go? Chris says he'll DoorDash me a steak, and that's how I know you love me.
Whole steak?
Could send you easy meals from Walmart with DoorDash to air fry.
Are we making food tonight, whether Blake shows up or not? Or if he shows up tomorrow, are you going to cook that tomorrow?
Oh, Jess, I've seen the trend, yeah. You get to tell him and he can't judge, and he tells you and you can't judge, and it's hilarious. I've seen it. I feel like I usually...
What is it where we put makeup? You try to put makeup on?
No, you listen and you don't judge.
That's not fun.
I tell you, like, the real thoughts.
But we're a shit-talking house.
Yeah, like, it all just comes out. There's also, like, Factor and HelloFresh. Yeah, Blake actually just, like, last week or the week before had a box of Factor meals show up.
Blake or,
Oh, I'm sorry, Kyle R.
No, Harold, it's,
No, Harold Gerald was before that.
Was Harold Gerald
Blake's
before
really
that?
bad at making fake names. This last one was for Kyle R. Scott wants to know if my mom could just make me a meatloaf. Go to hell. Go straight to hell.
You can put it in the freezer.
I can plan ahead. I can make some soup, I can make some pastas, I can make, like, substantial things that I will want to eat and freeze them.
I'm gonna ask for a feeding tube.
I might need to ask for a feeding tube, at least for the first couple of weeks. F Vance is sending you hugs.
Thanks.
Microwave will have the meatloaf tasty in under 45 minutes. Terry says I'm dying. The cackle scared the cats. Linda loves HelloFresh, but you still have to cook it, and I wish it was cheaper. Again, really picky eater. So I enjoy cooking. We did HelloFresh a couple times, and I made, like, these fancy looking meals for Dan, and I was excited, like, to plate them, and they looked good. Remember I, like, roasted the carrots for you and stuff?
They're alright, they're just expensive.
They are very expensive. The Factor meals, Blake gets all these, like, coupon codes and stuff and ends up getting them super cheap, and he eats those a lot because he's on the go with school and
apparently the Factor is I suck at taking care of you.
A bee!
Were you starting to die? Like, were you withering away?
You noticed Wednesday night, like, my stomach hurt and I still got up and made us dinner. Like, I needed to make real food.
You ever asked me to make dinner?
I've seen you cook. I love you, though. Do you need me to make food?
No, trick question! Trick question! We just went, was that a pop quiz? From the exercise we just had?
Look, Dan's standard method of letting me know he's ready to eat is, what you thinking about for dinner? Like, to nudge me in the direction of making food for us to eat. So, I can do that, Dan.
No. Please never
Somebody
forget.
has to do it or you're gonna starve to death. I'm gonna starve to death.
I'm starting to collect votes.
Votes?
Kate calls my food survival food.
Here's the thing, too, like, some of my most basic go-to, like, I don't feel like cooking and I just need to, like, put sustenance in my mouth are the easiest things. You could have air fried me up a burger. You could have made an egg burrito. Like, that's not hard. Those are my two go-tos. Peanut butter and jelly. We've got the right chips for it and everything. I'm just saying. I was not in the mental state to, like, dig through the cupboards and figure out what we needed.
Like, it should have just appeared in front of you and I said eat it, and you should have just ate it?
Maybe?
I don't feel like that's the way you work. Like,
no, but, like...
That's not in your instruction manual at all.
I will give you that. I need you to move, though, and drop all those crumbs that are on your lap right onto the ground I just swept. Thanks, Dan.
So then I win.
Sure. Clearly, I'm not winning this argument.
I ate all my chips. That kind of sucked.
Don't worry, Dan. I'm making it dinner.
What are you making?
Pasta and sausage. vegetarian sausage, because if I'm cooking, you're eating what I'm eating. Mooch is still so agile. Yeah, until he slips and falls. It's only because he thinks there's food up here. I should probably check to make sure I have penne pasta.
You do.
Oh.
But then that's all.
Yes. I will add it to my shopping list.
Okay. Bam.
Thanks, Dan.
Amanda, we'll approve your thing after the show, and I'll check out your cool upgrades that you got to your Lego and your Hot Wheel collection.
Are you okay?
I am not crying. I'm hot from the chips a little bit. Yeah.
Liquidium warning me not to share the Butterbeer kisses with you when we get them. You're banned.
Yeah, no, she'll count that as a meal, and then I'll be in trouble. You know? Beef stroganoff's good. I do like that. Okay. Whew. Okay.
Are you okay?
I am okay. I had spicy chips. Are you gonna? Well, I guess you're making the thing already.
I'm making food. What do you want from me?
I wonder if Blake came home and crashed out from school. He was messaging me pretty dang early this morning about something on his printer. So he's been up pretty early. Yeah, what are these Butterbeer? Let's check this out.
What happened?
I want to know more about this Butterbeer stuff.
I told you about them like forever ago. But it didn't come from McDonald's or Taco Bell, so you forgot.
Dang, now you're just being mean.
Oh, you called me ugly earlier.
I think I put it eloquently.
Did you? Next time I'll call you ugly and see how eloquent you think it is. And you left stuff out after you got your chips. Don't worry, I'll send that up for you, Dan.
Dude, this is gonna be you soon.
What's that?
That's gonna be you soon.
It is.
Look how stoked. Look how stoked Powder is. Everybody seems to be stoked. Stoked. Even the muggle stoked.
Before or after? Because who said they weren't really
They all
that
look
good?
sealed in this one. Stoked. Even with the
does
crappy...
the gray cat have health issues? He's 17 and a half years old, so he's basically on like hospice, making him comfortable and giving him anything he wants because you
Mooch
can't
is
tell him
old.
otherwise. The last time he went to the vet in November, like his blood work was actually surprisingly good. Something's going on with him, probably some sort of like cancer or something, because he does have a lot of weight loss, but he eats a lot.
He eats a lot.
But he's been like this for probably the last like year and a half. So we're doing good keeping him alive. They just said like, just make him comfortable. It's fine. He'll go until he doesn't go anymore. At 17 years old, like I don't know how much he could deal with whatever treatment he might need for anything.
He's like Mr. Burns.
A little bit.
Did this turn into getting baked with Crystal?
Well, it turned into I have to make Dan dinner, or he's just making a bunch of junk food for 2 hours. So here we are.
What's that box? Is that a box of spinach?
It is. Because the one time you bought it in the square box instead of the bag, and it just stays in a box shape until it's warm enough. I need you to open this because I don't have the strength in my hands.
What is it?
Oh. Come on, big tough boy.
Hold on, you gonna give me a letter grade on this too?
I might. How quickly can you open it? Don't still not open, huh?
You loosened it for me.
No, I
you loosened it
certainly
for me.
did not. My wrist did none of that. Trace suggesting you do something 3D that looks like Mooch. She'd buy it.
Mooch is already 3D.
But she can't buy him.
Where are you going, dude?
He knows there's food, and now he wants to know what's up.
You just had water. You want more water?
No,
He's gonna
pretending.
pretend. Yeah, he's gonna pretend. So he.
This is not the right shape for this, even though that's what it's supposed to be for.
Mooch is all about it, though. He's like, I'll take it. I can't have pets rather, so I love everyone else. That's easier. It's easier just to be the pet owner.
Now, Wilton would also buy a 3D print of Mooch. I don't know if your shelf can hold any more 3D printed stuff, Wilton.
You're gonna do 3D printed shelf for your 3D printed stuff.
Ooh, you should print her shelf.
Alright, let me see if I can. This one's crashed out. Go to sleep. It's the last we see of you. They pretty much will stay like that. Oh, here comes my mama cat. Come here. Come here. Come here, by Ninja Air Fryer. Come here.
I had to move it out of the way. I needed the counter space.
Mama cat. Come on. Come do your little dances. Go do all your things. Oops. You can come back over here. I see your tail. Oops. Mama cat. Come on. Oh, stop. Stop moving. Okay, you got it wrong. Mama cat. Mama. Hey, no, look at me. Make eye contact. Don't just start like rubbing up on stuff. Mama cat. Mama
Oh,
cat.
AJ had pneumonia this last week. That's brutal.
Ooh, that's not
AJ's
good.
finally feeling about 50% from having pneumonia this last week. It wiped him out, I bet.
Aw. Yeah, that's brutal. Especially at that age, you're just like wiped out and on the couch. You can't do nothing. Mama cat.
Don't forget about the chat, Dan. I don't know if anybody's saying anything. You just haven't in a bit.
Okay, yeah, I have something over there with one of the cats, but I'm not ready to show it off yet. Yeah, don't look at me scratching my legs. You guys are freaks. Don't look.
You're the one laying on the dining room
I was
table.
trying to get the cat to come here. This is supposed to be an easy stream. Come here.
And here I am making it dinner.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, come here. Snap out of it. Quick sniff it. What are you sniffing the edge of the box about?
No, stop. You can't lick that. Come on, bud.
Who says he can't do anything?
I was trying to turn the water on for him, and he opportunistically licked my rubber spatula.
He ripped the whole top of my pizza off the other day. I set it down, and he jumped the counter, and he ripped the whole top of the pizza off.
Chris said kids these days getting the pneumonia.
I
Back
know.
in my day, we just got the old pneumonia, and we liked it. All right, do you want to turn the microphones down? Because this is going to be loud.
Okay. Alright, I'll turn the microphone down so you can smash the stuff.
Jess says your cooking video's approved.
Yay! My mama cat. My mama love.
Shannon says we have that brush. It's great. I love that thing.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
How's things in California? Nice and warm. It is currently 6:40 and it is 60 degrees. The windows are still open.
It's warm.
Whoa.
Good, I'm glad the cooking video is approved. It was a good video. And now I don't have to edit till tomorrow morning. Yahoo! Oops. My cat, my cat. I have songs for a lot of my cats, by the way.
What's your song for me, Dan? What song do you sing about me? Like
What's
when
that?
I leave in the morning, what do you sing? Is it Ding Dong the Witch is Dead?
Seeing it high, seeing it low. Yep. You don't hear me like yelling out some sort of banshee scream when you run out the door for work?
I do not.
No, I don't do that. I'm always convincing you to try to stay home.
You are.
I'm always like, you should take the day off today. Oh, Mama Cat, you're so funny. You're so funny. You're a good cat. This is my bestie right here.
Chopped liver right here.
Who, you?
Yeah.
You don't even like liver. Even if you were chopped liver, I just chopped liver wrong.
Probably. You forget to chop it and have to remind you 3 times.
At least I have you, Mama Cat. Jeff said, glad Crystal's feeling better. Oh yeah, she's back to her feisty self already. And she's got a lot to make up for.
It's true. I didn't talk crap for like 4 days.
I know. That's a lot to have to keep in. Oh, there's so much static. There's so much static. I put my hand here and it's just pulling your hair up. Hi, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stop petting you. I didn't mean to stop petting you.
I know, like, nobody here's vegetarian or cares, but if you're looking for like plant-based stuff, this is really good.
It's empty. It is really
I
good.
just squeezed them all out. But it's got the Italian seasoning, so it doesn't just taste like vegetarian food. It's seasoned very well.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's good.
It's a good, healthy option.
It is. At least Dan isn't singing Sink the Bismarck as you're running out the door. Oh my gosh.
I don't know what a sink.
No, but I can imagine I could imagine the song. Oh, my mom and cat left. Alright. How do I get back to my regularly scheduled program? Don't look at me. Crystal's over there making me dinner.
You want to see how it's done?
Where's Topo? He's
Yeah, he's up now. He's on top of the cupboard.
He's up here. What's up, Topo? Are you doing a stunt? Do you do the stunt from up there down here? He's like, no, I take the expressway out.
He weighs like 12 pounds. No, I think he's the 14-pounder.
Yeah, he is heavy.
I might break a leg doing that.
He's graceful in the air, though. Hey, Topo boy. Hey, buddy. Hey, Topo.
Bye, Christopher friend. Sending Crystal good thoughts for the 4th and hoping they can just remove extra parts and be done.
Right.
Appreciate you. Me too.
Throw some mighty putty in there and be done. just go on. So yeah, there's Topo.
What are you doing?
He's gonna try to make his way over to the laundry room so he can go up there on the top and try to get the snacks. Or he's gonna jump into the fire, one of the two.
Hey. Oh my god.
He's so big. He's just like so solid.
He is. He's a dense cat.
Hey, Topo. Come here. Does any cat love me?
None of them.
Anybody? Take your bet. What cat do you think's gonna come to me? Somebody.
Trace reminded me not to lift the Chonko cats after the surgery. Oh, absolutely not. What kind of ruckus is happening?
Mama cat was in the box and Topo
2
went to
votes
go
for
investigate.
Gremlin. Tofurkey equals suck turkey. Like, but have you actually tried it, or are you just talking crap? Because, like, certain things are better than others.
Well, at least the heat's off me now and I'm Wolfie.
And when it's seasoned, it's done well. When they just give you, like, the bland slab of, like, unflavored, it's not that good.
Come here.
The Italian sausage is really good.
Come here, Mama Cat, or run off.
German girl in the Midwest who does not have any good bakeries around her, you should consider moving. Or, like, just learn to bake. Have you thought about that? I don't even know if there's good bakeries around here, because I just bake my own.
Quick, run in.
So Mama Cat came first, and then Topo and Gremlin together?
Gremlin! Yeah, but that's because they were fighting. Or, like, they were, like, chasing
Is Dan doing crunches? No. Dan exercising? If he talked to his doctor about exercising, his doctor would be disappointed in him as well.
Dang. I hope your next surgery you get Dr. Sleep.
That's rude. I can bake, I just don't like to. Well, then you're missing out. I can't help you there.
My Gremlin. Hi, Gremlin. Do-do-do-do-do. Hi, my Gremlin. Hi, my Gremlin. Hi, my Gremlin. My Gremlin. My Gremlin. He loves me.
He's king of Dan Mountain.
He is. Someone has to be. My Gremlin.
Blake if he's given up.
He probably fell asleep. We could probably just do it tomorrow. It's probably better that way. It's already nighttime. You like nighttime.
I do.
Hi, my Gremlin. Oh, are you gonna fall asleep sitting up? What's up, my buddy? The Gremlin loves me. We do everything. He's always running around. Well, he's kind of getting to this moody teenage stage right now, where it's on his terms right now. But as you can see, he's still my Gremlin. Yeah, you're still my little baby.
I said, did you give up on bread? He said, I forgot.
Aw, tomorrow?
Oh, he was doing homework.
Hi, Topo. Hi, Gremlin. Come here, Topo boy. The pets are over here. The pets are this way. Topo.
I told him you'd go get the flour in the morning if he wants to do it tomorrow.
Okay, when I get you tamales?
Bye, Frankenbrain.
I'll get you tamales and flour in the morning.
Okay.
Maybe I can get that up to a B+.
Maybe. I like how Dan just lays on the kitchen floor, usually.
Yeah, and we cleaned it.
I did just sweep him off.
It didn't matter if it was or not. I'd still lay on the floor with my friends.
Come on, can you boil faster?
With my friend. Did you use cold water?
No, why would I use cold water? You donut.
I feel good, Gremlin.
Okay, we will simmer this because we are not yet boiling here. Well, he's got to clean up them chip crumbs. Yeah, while you're down there. Lucas, his friend in Canada has a Belgian sheepdog named Lucas. The dog brought a kitten home and saved it. That's adorable.
It'd be cool if he had Belgian waffles.
He got his own pet. Cold water boils faster than hot water. I have read that is not true.
Correct. Look at, he's just happy.
He does love to stand on you like you're his trophy.
You have such
He
long
hunted ya.
legs too. Where are you going? Just sit.
Walk on your junk.
Gremlin. Nope, laying on the ground. Well, you gonna stretch all big? Alright, you lay there and stretch all big.
Take up all the space right in the middle of the
Take
floor.
up all the...
Perfect. It's the best spot.
He does that, or he just goes and flops right there.
Yes.
Okay, so no Blake tonight then.
No, he said he was doing homework. We can do it tomorrow.
Okay.
So I'll send you with a list.
That's fine.
We could probably make something besides just white bread too, if you want like some jalapeno cheese bread or something.
Jalapeno cheese bread would be great. I love Holly's jalapeno cheese bread, but I would make some. Oh, Topo's in the chewy box. I cut some holes in a chewy box, and now Topo's in there playing with it. You can just see his head sticking out because he's so big.
Oh, it has to be before 3 though, because he has bingo.
Okay, or just then it needs to be a different day. Just come over Monday. Just come over after work Monday. Like, he's home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Because you're not getting up and making bread early in the morning.
I'm going to tell him that's kind of early for me.
I saw that Phil hat move, Dan. Oh, I almost nailed it. It's hard. I have a big head. I cooked a hot dog in the oven the other day. It took forever. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn on the heat.
That'll do it.
I'd get a lighter out first before I put it in the oven. Hey, Topo. Come here. Best kitchen hampers go to the Gone of the Snow Dogs. Yes. And tomorrow, you'll get to watch another Gone to the Snow Dogs cooking video. Wow, Topo, I just brushed you. I turned on the selection knob, but didn't turn the temperature down. Oof. Topo the chonk buster. Dude, right? Right? He is totally chonk. Gremlin, come here. You want to be pet? With the brush? Gremlin! Dang, clicker trained with my mouth. That's what she said. Get out of here. Have you ever had a brush before? You can smell it. Look.
He was chewing on it last night.
He was chewing on it last night, wasn't he?
Alright,
What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Oh, you don't even have any hairs coming off, you pristine beast.
I don't think he really sheds.
He has to at some point.
Alexa, it's on a 10-minute timer.
10 minutes, starting now.
Jason's here!
Jason!
Hi, Jason! Jason! He says, sup, fuckers? Nothing? Making dinner? We hopped on just to like hang out, and then that always turns into like 3 or 4 hours, because that's what happens. So now I'm feeding Dan. After I hurt his feelings by telling him he got a B and taking care of him.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I will take that B. I didn't get B's in school at all. I got bad grades in school. That's like almost giving me a tear of how good I did. I was just expecting an A. But I'll take that B because I don't be getting that. Could you not?
Okay. Blake doesn't want to go to the store by himself. I told him we could do it tonight if he wants to go get the flour, and he said, I don't want to go to the store by myself.
Oh, then I'll just do it tomorrow. Just give me a list on.
But it has to be by 3 o'clock. It has to be done.
Are you just trying to do it tomorrow morning? You gonna get up early tomorrow morning and do it?
What do you think?
Then why? Wait. Like you still need to make it all tonight.
I said done by 3 is kind of early for me. I said we can still do it tonight if you want. He's done with his homework now. But he doesn't want to go to the store to get the flour.
Does he need bread that bad right now? Why don't you just make it?
No, you know he's been asking me for like months if we could make bread. And like our schedules just haven't worked out.
My favorite thing is he always has his mouth open. I love it.
Toby asking how old he is, like...
3 months? 4 or 3 months? Like 6, 7 months now?
8 months.
Like 8 months old?
I said I can go to the store with you after dinner, and he said yay.
Aww.
He really wants to make bread.
Okay. Nostril biter. Come on, my gremlin. My gremlin. Alright, I'll be nice. I'll be nice.
I would rather make dinner or make bread like late into the night than to do it early tomorrow.
Yeah.
The Lady Judy wants him to stay little.
Me too.
Remember when he fit in one hand? Now he'll eat your hand.
My little gremlin.
Blake said he already had dinner.
Okay. Bring it back up here. Come on, Gremlin. Gremlin, up. Gremlin. Come on, Gremlin. Bring your toy. He's gonna go strut around the house with it. Oh, he went to go hide it in the litter box.
Put it in the litter box.
He went to go hide it in the litter box and bury his toy. Come back out. Come on. Gremlin, bring it here. Come on. Bring it here, buddy. Come on. Yeah. Did you drop it? Oh, yeah. Bring it back. Come on.
Yeah, Aldi, I don't know if it's a all the way across the board garlic bread thing, but the Aldi garlic bread's gotten tiny.
Have they?
Yeah. Like ridiculously tiny.
Come on. Here, I'll move this so you can hop up here. Come on, you brought it back. Come on. Good boy. Come here, Gremlin. Oh, you gonna run around with it again? Oh, now it's his again. No, don't go take it to the litter box.
Oh, he's taking it to the litter box.
Don't go bury it in there. What are you doing? You freak.
What are you doing? Hey, don't put it in there. Stop it. Stop it. I tried to stop him. It's not happening. When you can't find it later, he's hiding it from everybody in the one spot everybody utilizes.
Gremlin! My Gremlin!
No, he got it. He
Gremlin!
ran in there and then he went in and got it to bring it back to you. So it is litter box, like,
I don't
drenched.
see any litter on it. Did he just keep it in his mouth while you went in there?
No, he did not. He dropped it off in there and now it's rolling around on the table.
It is rolling around on the table. Oh, you're a maniac. It could have been worse. It could have been a half-live mouse. No, he buries those too. The all dead mouse, or the all fake mouse.
He's squeaking. Oh my gosh, you're filling up the kitchen with toys.
If I had it up here, will you come get it? Will you catch it? Yeah, you know, that works.
Looks like you didn't even try.
I think he's trying to take 5 for a second here. Let's see if we can do it. Nice. He needs a baseball glove, I know, right? Huh? Should I call you Pa Soto? Huh, little Pa Soto?
Alexa, stop.
Well, I'm just gonna go right over here. Or I could just give you a hard time. Doesn't care, he likes this thing. Is that it? Low battery for the Gremlin? Is the Gremlin southpaw? I think so. For a vlogging camera, you should use your phone. That's what we all use. You can't beat the phone. If you need to get a vlogging camera, you can get the DJI Osmos 3 or 5, whatever it is. That's beautiful. But just use your phone. Alright. I'll give him a minute. forget what they say on South Park when the motorcycles make the noise. Alright. Oh, you want the toys? Huh? Huh? You want the toys, Grandma? Come get it. Come get the toys. I can't juggle. Why did I think I did that? Come get the toys. I missed someone. Come get it. Come get it. Get it, Grandma. Wait, I got it for you. It's right here. He's back in action. He's alive again. Get it. Keep its butt, Gremlin, with your big paws. How's that going over there?
Almost done. The pasta needs a couple more minutes.
Yeah. What? Follow me around more? I wanted you to follow me down here. What's up? You sure have some big paws. Can I touch them? Of course. Because you're nice. Don't slide off the counter. Haha. I got you. I know, you're gonna kick my butt. Ooh, look, there's a link to the Discord. I'm sure she pinned that a while ago, but I just noticed that.
I did.
Nice. There is a community there. I'm just minding my own business. Twerk, 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 twerk. Twerk, 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 twerk. Twerk, 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 twerk. Now what? Now what? Backflip. Nice catch. Can I catch this one too? No? I'm trying to catch another. Hey. You want to do a treadmill run? Can we get a lap on here?
Cooperating.
A little bit. Come on! Come on! Get it! Run! Oh, no running today? Come on, Gremlin! Come in! Come on. Come get it. Okay, okay. I won't make you have to do that.
I launched pasta out of the strainer and into the sink.
Oh, did it land on the roof?
No, no, it did not. It just launched to it.
One time there was a piece of pasta noodle hand from right here. Like that thing for like a year or so.
Only because I'm short.
And then I got it down.
You threw it up there, can we clarify?
I got it down and I saved it. I hid it because I was going to hydrate it and eat it on the show. And then Crystal, I think, threw it away.
Gross.
I think Crystal found it and threw it away.
Absolutely, Crystal found it and threw it away.
Yeah, so that happened. I was a little bit bummed about that. I was gonna be, you guys were gonna be so grossed out by it. But I was gonna bring it back to life.
Nobody was gonna appreciate that.
I would have, and Terry would have. Terry called it the spaghetti incident, yes. Cybersky says, I'm gonna have to head out soon. We have a couple houses to see in the morning. Then we're taking Jim J to the Henry Ford Museum in the afternoon. Oh my gosh, that'll be so fun. Send me some pictures. Buy all the wax stuff. Try rehydrate a tortilla. The mouse took all the tortilla away. It like ate all of it. So now there's no tortilla. So
There's also no longer a mouse.
there's no longer no because he's fed. I Taco Bell ducking the mouse, and then he left to go find another house with the rest of the ingredients. But he ate it throughout a few weeks. But he ate it all, so it's gone. But I wanted to do that. I wanted to hydrate it and eat it, and you guys are gonna freak out.
So gross, Dan.
I know.
How do I even love you?
I know. No, you were gonna eat it. You were gonna watch me. You were gonna watch me here eat it. Okay, should we wrap it up so dinner can happen?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, because I think Blake's gonna come over soon, and then we're gonna go to the store.
Okay, get the stuff and
Yeah.
then stuff.
Could have
Okay.
made nachos. I need new tortilla chips, but nachos are definitely in my future.
Oh, is it doing what it wants to do right now? All right. Here, I'll fix that over here. Okay. Let me hit a button so I can get it back to normal because it didn't want to listen to me right now. And then we can wrap it up here. Is it button 3? Oh, it was button
Camera
button
1?
4? Camera 2? Ah, ha-ha! All right, well, thanks for hanging out. That was fun. That was 3 hours and 11 minutes of us hanging out. I don't know when we'll be back next, but we will. Thanks for sticking with us. Just
You can do something next weekend when I'm gone.
I probably will. There'll probably be something happening next weekend for sure. So stick tuned for that. Maybe even during the week, because that's how it goes. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. And then yeah, we're gonna eat dinner, and then I'm gonna stop talking for a bit because my talker's done. And thanks for making food. A+. I gave you an A+. A+, Crystal.
I earned it. Also found out my blood type is A+.
No, it's not. Is it A+?
It is.
Was it A+?
Surprised nobody.
It was. Yes. Good night, everybody. Yes. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm serving.
Nope. You're
food.
fine. You're fine.
Bye guys.
Yeah,
Thanks for
yes.
carrying.
Yes. Oh, yes. All right. Have a good night. Stop talking. I don't believe it. It does happen sometimes. It does. All right. Just let everybody get their little last views in here. So. All right. Good night, everybody.